Because, Tuesday night, he was in a room for 2 hours signing a variety of things. The gear will most likely be sold to auctioneers. Mm-hmm. The rub here is he still owes how much money?
To Fred Goldman?
Yeah, Fred Goldman.
Well, what was the settlement for?
And the Brown family.
What was the judgment for?
The judgment was for $33.5 million. 22 years of interest have him up over $100 million because he hasn't paid back a dime. Almost nothing in 22 years. And OJ himself has made it clear. He says, I'm not paying. I am not going to be paying. So if he were to take money under the table to avoid paying the judgment, he would be violating federal tax laws. If he violates federal tax laws, parole, boom, gone back to jail. Or back to prison.
Screw that guy.
Really took him a long time to mess up.
I was thinking about this. Who is going to get the first OJ interview? So we were talking about whoever it is going to have to pay out.
Right.
Okay. And a lot of these news organizations, they say, we don't ever pay for interviews, but come on. They do.
Yeah.
Get the out of here.
They don't say we're paying you for an interview. They pay for your quote-unquote expenses.
Right, and pictures that they'll use. Like if they were interviewing you and it was a life perspective, they'd be like, hey, if you could bring in some photos of you as a kid so we can put them up.
I need to license these.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, there's workarounds. But whoever does land that first interview, whatever network does, there's going to be the backlash of how can you put the murderer on TV? And then you're going to have people going to advertisers, going on boycotting you advertisers because, you're sponsoring this network that puts a murderer on,
right?
For ratings. So who's gonna roll the dice? Mm-hmm. Who's gonna take the chance?
I don't know.
What I'm saying?
Would you have him on here?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I was hoping you'd say that. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure it's not too far away, right? Martha Stewart herself did 5 months in federal prison in 2004 after she was convicted of lying to the FBI about that insider trading and all during the investigation and everything. You would assume that her experience was pretty cushy, you would think, right? Mm-hmm. More than most inmates, I guess, would go through. And it probably was, but she herself wouldn't put it that way. Katie Couric, oddly enough, has a podcast. She asked her about her experience in prison. This is Martha Stewart talking about it.
It was horrifying. It was horrifying, and no one should have to go through that kind of indignity.
Didn't she go to a prison dubbed Camp Cupcake?
I know it was considered very, very, very easy.
Well, it's in prison. It's still prison.
Yeah, relatively speaking.
And most people there maybe don't deserve dignity. She's talking about nobody deserves to go through that indignity. How about people that are like true criminals, like criminals?
Yeah.
That kind of indignity. Really, except for murderers and there are a few other categories, but it's a very, very awful thing. There are lots and lots of disturbing things that go on in a incarceration like that.
Even a minimum security facility.
Well, you couldn't walk. Minimum security, you still couldn't walk out the gate, or across the river. It was. There's still guards, and it's still nasty.
Huh. And they didn't keep up on the tennis court.
There's still guards.
The grass was so long at times.
That's the
ridiculous.
difficulty?
I mean, they were cutting the grass at 8 o'clock on
guards
Saturday.
and you couldn't leave. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's talking about the torturous things.
God damn it, that sounds great. Honestly.
When she walked in, they were banging their metal coffee cups going, 2 first names. 2 first names. Clink, 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 clink.
Did Martha Stewart have a lesbian experience during her jail time? Yes or no?
Say what?
No, stop
Did she have lesbian experience while she was in prison? Yes or no?
Not this go-round.
Not this go-round. Okay. I don't know. I just thought I'd bring it up so you guys...
I was like, how did this come up in any sort of interview?
I just wanted you guys to visualize it.
Yeah, the prison
wow,
she went
what a
to
podcast.
was minimum security, like white-collar crime prison.
Country club kind of stuff.
It's still jail. Jail is jail.
Biggest thing is you can't come and go as you want. Those sorts of things. And after a while, man, I'm sure that gets to you.
We played polo, and they had an omelet station.
They were short on polo balls several times. You guys ever give any thought to what your epitaph would be? Like what is said about you? What's on your tombstone? Any of that sort of stuff? Like a one word or one sentence kind of, this is the life of Scott Rizzuto.
Mine's just going to say, I made it.
No, I haven't thought about it.
Mine's just going to say, duh.
I made it here.
This is where I wound up.
What does Leslie Nielsen? His headstone has something funny on it.
Mine's going to say Dr. Emmett Brown.
I gotta look it up.
Whatever the Back to the Future one says.
Tombstone.
I had a funny epitaph that I thought of that I wrote down. I was like, this has to be it. But, I don't even know if I'm going to be buried or bother with any sort of
Leslie
expenses
Nielsen's
with that.
on his tombstone, it says, February 11th, 1926 to November 28th, 2010, quote, let her rip.
Really?
Yeah.
It says let it rip?
Let her rip.
Is that a reference to something of a movie of his?
No,
or?
but that's pretty funny because RIP, the whole rest in peace, acronym, like right there.
Let her rip.
Tom Petty, long, huge, successful Hall of Fame career. Back in '81, he was told to come up with what his would be. And it was short, and it was actually kind of sweet. He wanted it to be, he really liked rock and roll. That was after the long, illustrious career. That's all he wants.
That's what he wanted to say?
He was asked about his epitaph, and he's just said...
Ronnie Dangerfield
really
says, there goes the neighborhood.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Like, these are real?
I can see a picture of the Leslie Nielsen one.
Jack Lemmon, his says Jack Lemmon in, and then nothing else. Like in the ground.
What's the Merv Griffin one say there? I will not be right back after this message. That's pretty good. Merv Griffin, longtime talk show host. Speaking of Tom Petty and his death, sales of his music, how it always surges when you pass.
Oh, yeah, death is great for business.
Oh, man.
6,000% streaming went up. Sales went up 6,000% after his death. Top 5 selling songs following his death: Free Fallin'.
Oh, yeah. What else do you guys think?
Running Down a Dream.
Top 3? No, didn't make the top 3.
Won't Back Down?
Won't Back Down.
Yeah.
Mary Jane's Last Dance.
You got it.
Damn, I'm good! This is one of the most fun songs to play.
I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again.
Which I performed at New Year's.
That's right.
Which I may have to do that again.
Hell
Let
yeah.
her rip.
Let her rip, man. Let her rip.
Dude, there's an AC/DC fan that has on the back of his a picture of himself, and it says, "For those about to rock, Gabe salutes you."
Do you know what the guy's name was, by chance?
I think it was Tim.
That makes sense.
There's another one here that has an epitaph of her fudge recipe, the entire thing. There's not her name or dates or any of that. It's just, her name is here. It says Kay's Fudge, and then has the entire recipe. How funny is that?
That is pretty good.
Hey, AJ, what's going on?
What's up, buddy?
I'm just doing this radio thing. What are you up to?
Hey,
How you been? How's the family?
Country Rock Cabaret. I want some good excuses to get off work.
All right, so you are Country Rock Cabaret all night?
Oh, my boss is listening right now, so don't say where we're from.
And you need an excuse not to go to work?
Yep. We need like 3 of them because there's 3 of us. So
Flat tire.
Kid being sick is always a
kid
good
being
one.
Sick, yeah.
What?
Your kids are sick.
He's like, I have no kids.
Yeah, we don't have none. So then what?
We don't have none. Does your boss know that you don't have none?
Okay. Appointment with the financial planner. Babysitter problems, car troubles, child has to get a physical, colonoscopy. Nobody wants to question that.
Colonoscopy. There you
You
go.
have
That's a
colonoscopy.
good
You
one.
all have colonoscopies.
It even says in
Yeah, group
parentheses.
colonoscopies.
Yeah, you had a Groupon for colonoscopies, and all 3 of you going
Sounds
in.
decent, but I need better shit here, buddy.
Oh, needs
Right.
better stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, dummy.
Let's see. How about you were at Country Rock Cabaret all night?
No,
can't
it's
say
not going to
that.
work. Come on, Moon.
Yeah, now.
Leaky pipes, medical procedures,
Flat
medical
tire,
tests,
Pipes.
car broken.
I think you should go with the colonoscopy thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Good luck, AJ.
root canal.
Get out. That's the other end.
Here's another list. Bad excuses for missing work. Airline lost grandma's body, shipping it back for the funeral.
Yeah, a relative died.
Got arrested. Lost phone. Partied too much last night? No.
Don't call them if you say you lost your phone.
A relative
Oh,
died. That's it.
PMS. Someone stole your water pipes.
There you go, PMS. I think that's a good one, fellas. Use that one.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
Hey, man. Hey, I got a buddy of mine that died a couple years ago. He was always a class clown type of dude. And he had on a tombstone, put on a tombstone, I can see up your skirt.
So that's clever.
That's good stuff.
That's
yeah.
clever.
I'm going to write that down. You guys remember, this is a hard transition here, but you remember when Glee actor that Mark Salling was busted for child porn? It was back in December, I believe 2 years ago, 2015-ish. Yesterday, he struck a plea deal. He's going to be going to jail for 4 to 7 years. He pleaded guilty to possession of child pornography involving prepubescent minors. The feds say they found more than 25,000 images and 600 videos depicting child pornography on computers and thumb drives. And
how long you get?
4 to 7 years.
I hope he gets all 7.
Yeah. The content depicted children as young as 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not enough, 7 years.
Yeah.
Never.
He has to register as a sex offender, enter a treatment program, no verbal or electronic contact with anyone under the age of 18, 100 feet away from schools, parks, public swimming pools, youth centers, playgrounds, arcades, and he has to pay $50,000 restitution to each one of the victims. He was on that TV show Glee from 2009 to 2015.
Wow.
Tell me if this is big time and tell me if there's anything wrong with this at all. It's a guy that used to be on Iron Chef Gauntlet, Jason Daddy. He says that Mario Lopez tried to get a free meal at his restaurant there in San Antonio. It's called Range, in exchange for Instagram posts about the restaurant itself. He says that Lopez's rep declared, quote, "We'll put you on the map." In other words, hey, give Mario Lopez a free meal. We'll take pictures while we're there and put them up on the Instagrams, and your restaurant's going to be huge. Well, this guy who owns the place said, no, thanks, we're cool. The person hung up immediately. He initially shared, I would say, a vague Facebook posting about what happened, but then offered to name and shame this celebrity.
Wow, that's a dick move.
Yeah, if he got 1,000 likes on the thing. Once he did, he shared that it was Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez has enough money to pay for a meal.
Yeah. And Mario Lopez himself must have found somebody else, actually, to take him up on the offer, because instead he posted pictures of himself at another restaurant called Mi Tierra there in the San Antonio area there. And I don't think the Mario Lopez thing really was a dick move. I really don't. I mean,
like, give me a free meal and I can make you famous?
I should say the way he went about it, kind of a dick move.
That's a real dick move.
But if you're there and the guy says, hey, will you take a picture with me and we'll comp your meal, then I'm fine with it.
Of course, if somebody offers it.
Yeah, but you have your rep call and say, hey, can we get a free meal in exchange for a picture? Yeah,
that's a douche move.
More of a dick move, the restaurant owner saying, hey, I'll shame this guy if I get 1,000 likes, yes or no?
I think that's a huge dick move, too. I mean, I really do. I think it's bad on Lopez for doing it. I think it's bad on the restaurant owner for calling him out.
I'm not one for airing grievances on Twitter.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, it makes me uncomfortable.
He's kind of doing the same thing that he's accusing Mario Lopez of doing. Big time in a little bit.
I think it's different douchiness. But there are a lot of people that like to air their grievances on Twitter.
Yeah, there's douchiness, and
I'm not very comfortable with that.
There's being a douche.
I've never done that, ever.
There's a douche move, and then there's, like, complete lack of class.
I can agree with that.
Which is the lack of class move?
Putting it on Twitter.
It's also classless to expect a free meal.
I agree, but I think that's more of a douche move.
And I wonder if it says in the story it was either Mario or Mario's rep. So I'm wondering if the rep was trying to be a good employee and took it upon himself, or if it was Mario himself.
You guys got enough money to pay for a good meal.
Right, but it's also classless to headline a scenario that could have 5 or 6 variables that you're not going to put out there.
We don't know about, too, yeah.
Right.
All right, fictional characters and their real names. I got a bunch of them here, so I'll try to skip around or we can run through it.
Like, for example?
Like the patient in the classic Operation Games name is...
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. Isn't it Brad?
It's Cavity Sam.
Right.
Cavity
close.
Sam is that one. Obviously, that one's pretty tough. Pillsbury Doughboy's real name.
Carl.
Doug.
Carl is correct. No, it's Poppin' Fresh.
Oh, I knew that. Okay.
His wife's name is Poppy Fresh. They have 2 kids, Popper and Bun Bun.
Mr. and Mrs.
Poppin'
Fresh.
Fresh, yes.
The unkempt Shaggy of Scooby-Doo. What's his real proper name?
Merle.
No.
Shagmas Doggetron.
No.
Brad.
God.
Norval Rogers.
Oh, I have heard that before. That's like one of
I've
those
heard
like
that.
deep trivia questions.
The professor on Gilligan's Island. His real name is. He's always called the professor pretty much 98% of the time on the show. His name is
Brad?
On the show, his name is Roy Hinckley.
Huh.
The skipper's name.
Brad.
Nothing's Brad, okay?
it's
Nobody's
gonna
named
happen.
Brad.
It's gonna happen.
Jonas Grumby.
That was close.
I was going to guess that.
Guy Smiley. Using a pseudonym for years. He was born
Gary.
Bill Thompson.
Bernie Lightercrans.
Who's Guy
Sorry.
Smiley?
The guy from Sesame Street, the piano player guy. Entourage, Turtle's real name.
Oh.
Turtle's real name is Mac Stevenson.
No.
You tell me it's Brad.
It's Jonathan
If there's
Turtleson.
a Brad, I'm totally skipping it.
Jonathan Turtleson.
Salvatore?
Oh crap.
Salvatore, oh crap. He's Irish.
No, we
No, his mom calls him that when he goes back.
yeah,
home.
I remember that. I only saw a
Asante?
season or two.
Salvatore Asante? Night Court, Bull. What was his full name?
Richard Mole.
Richard Mall, yes. That is true.
Nostradamus Shannon Bull was his name. The policeman in Monopoly.
Oh, yeah. His name is Rick Jones.
Rick Steven Turtleness.
Enrique.
Edgar Mallory. The real name of the Monopoly mascot is Rich Uncle Pennybags. Did you guys know that?
I think I'd heard that in trivia too.
Let's see. What else? In the Peanuts comic strip, Peppermint Patty's real name is?
Patricia
Patricia.
Heaton.
Right. No, Patricia Reichart. Snuffleupagus' first name is?
Mister.
Mr. Aloysius.
Oh, that'd be
Captain
great.
Crunch's real full name is?
Brad Snuffleupagus.
It's not. Captain Horatio Magellan Crunch. Barbie's full name.
Her real name is Barbie Jones.
Sally Sweetpants.
It's Barbara. Isn't it some with a B? Barbara something?
There is a B in the middle of the word Roberts, yes. Barbara
Oh.
Millicent Roberts. Ken's last name is? Carson.
Jones.
Carson.
Ken Carson?
Ken Carson, huh? Kenneth Carson?
Jones. This one you may know. Last one. Comic book guy in The Simpsons has a name.
Yeah, Brad Jones.
It's not.
Comic book guy.
He's sitting. His first name is sitting in this room right now.
Oh, Jeff. He looks like a Jeff. No, it's Scott.
Jeff Albertson.
Dang.
You were close the first time. On TV tonight, CBS has got Thursday Night Football. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are hosting the New England Patriots.
Crabby birthdays. Jesse Eisenberg is 34. Kate Winslet, 42. Guy Pearce is 50.
Two firsties.
Mario Lemieux is 52. Riz's favorite Baldwin, Daniel Baldwin, is
I
57.
always say that. You know that.
Brian Johnson is 70. He's is he the lead singer for AC/DC or
Not anymore.
Okay. And today's Burton birthday of the day. Some people call him the Space Cowboy. Some call him the Gangster of Love. Some people call him Maurice. But you can call him Steve Miller, and he turns 74 years young today. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Isis Nile. Today's birthday girl's been on her back more than Sleeping Beauty in 205 fine films, including Milli Vanilli, Brazier to Eternity, Clockwork Orgy, Hispanic Hooter Hoedown. She was in The Sex Circus. And who can forget her unforgettable role in We're Putting the Old Dog to Sleep?
Oh my
Jeez,
goodness.
that
Who's getting that? Who is getting that off a shelf?
Isis Nile is 48 years old. That is your porno birthday, your crappy birthday, and that is your crap on celebrities.
Not like porn and putting a pet to sleep. Hey, that sounds great. Here's my $6.
What a combo.
We got news after the break, 7:07 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Let him go. He's got a family, for God's sakes. And they love chicken.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Accident westbound 44 at Lindbergh. That has been moved to the shoulder. Also, eastbound 270 on the on-ramp to the Page extension. There's debris on the road. Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray.
What is she doing out there? Sorry.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray, brought to you by Amco Ranger Pest Control, protecting what matters since 1965. Today, cloudy, chance for some rain, and around 80 for the high. Tonight, overcast, some rain possible late, and around 70 for the low. Right now, it is 73 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Dell. Need help finding the right Dell PCs with Intel Core processors for your business? Call 877-BY-DELL to talk to a Dell Small Business Tech Advisor.
All right. More Riz Show next. So what if hiring could be easier, more streamlined, and less time-consuming? So even when you're busy, you could still be smart about the way you hire for your business. You see, with ZipRecruiter, you could post your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards with just one click. So you can rest easy knowing your job is being seen by the right candidates. Then ZipRecruiter puts its smart matching technology to work, actively notifying qualified candidates about your job within minutes of posting, so you get the best possible matches. And that's why ZipRecruiter is different. Unlike other job sites, hiring sites, ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on the right candidates finding you. It finds them. I mean, no wonder 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. ZipRecruiter is the smartest way to hire. So find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by growing businesses of all sizes and industries to find the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now, Riz Show listeners, you guys can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/RIZZ. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Riz. One more time to try it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/RIZZ. All right, more choice jewelry, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. We got to see John a couple days ago, last week. And just thanking John for helping us out with the Purple Stride. Yeah, it's all about community. It's all about St. Louis with more choice jewelry. I mean, these are people from St. Louis. They'll be here forever. This isn't your fly-by-night, get in, pillage and plunder jeweler and then leave.
Yeah, these aren't the people that are just looking to steal your money, or I mean, I don't want to say steal, but they're not the people that want to just come in town, get everything they can, and then next thing you know, they're closed. And even if you have a problem with your jewelry, they can't take care of it because they're already gone. That's not Moritz Royce. Moritz Royce is here. Moritz Royce wants to win your business for life. They don't want your business right now. They want your business for life. Anytime you think of jewelry, they want you to think of Moritz Royce. And everybody that goes up there that makes a purchase, have you ever heard from anybody that goes up there, makes a purchase, and goes, I'm going somewhere else next time?
No,
you never hear that.
Great prices, great customer service. And when I say about prices, I mean they operate on a different kind of level than other places. This is not your typical street-level mall jeweler.
Not at all.
This is, you have to go up to an office, and you sit there, and you spend about an hour, hour and a half. And they save money, by the way, by being in that office, not in a mall or a storefront.
Mm-hmm.
Big, tall office building right across the street from the Galleria. They're on the 15th floor. Go to Moritz Royce Jewelry. Get the address, get the phone number at ninjabling.com. That's ninjabling.com. It's Moritz Royce Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, where you get the jewels, not the shaft.
Hey, it's Alonzo Bowden, and you're listening to the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. Happy birthday, Riz. I'm just kidding. I don't care about your birthday.
Hey, you know who's coming in tomorrow? Josh Wolf, comedian.
Very excited about that.
He was on with us maybe 2 years ago. He was fantastic.
He was awesome. And neither of us, I mean, none of us really knew too much about him before he was here last time, except for I had seen him on that, well, he's on Chelsea lately a whole bunch back in the day, but he had done the, what was that show that she came out
Chelsea
with?
Does.
Yeah, Chelsea Does. And she was, there was one with like, extracurricular activities.
Uh-huh.
Some legal, some not. And he was on that one.
Yeah, he's great.
He is awesome.
He's also a very good follow on Twitter. He does a podcast now with Freddie Prinze Jr.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they have a pretty popular podcast they do together, but I think it's at Helium this weekend. First show tonight with Josh Wolf.
I believe so, yeah.
And he'll be in tomorrow. I like that guy a lot. All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Club Fitness, where they welcome everybody. 23 locations and growing.
So here are some updates on the mass shooting from Las Vegas. Kind of 6 new things. The shooter's girlfriend got back into the country from the Philippines Tuesday night, and the FBI immediately met her at the airport in Los Angeles. They're hoping she has some answers to his motives, but not looking good. In a statement from her attorney, she says she never saw any indication that he'd do anything like this. Other details are coming out about the shooter as well, but it's too early to see if any of them, like if any of that has to do with a motive, any of this stuff. I mean, we've learned that he's been on anti-anxiety medication that can cause aggression since June. Employees at a Starbucks in his hometown of Mesquite, Nevada, say he was verbally abusive to his girlfriend. Oh, so you're saying he was an a-hole. Her family also believes he surprised her with this trip she went on to the Philippines so she wouldn't get in the way of his plans. There's also a chance he initially planned on shooting at a different festival. It turns out he booked hotel rooms overlooking the Life is Beautiful festival the previous weekend in Vegas that featured Lorde and Chance the Rapper and many more.
Hey, Riz,
Yep.
there's actually, I saw on, I think it was TMZ, that he did that same thing as far as like planning a different shooting in a different festival at Lollapalooza as well.
So in Chicago?
Yeah, in Chicago, he had 2 rooms in a hotel booked that overlooked the outdoor venue. It was at Grant Park, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I've been up there for Lollapalooza.
Okay,
I'm trying to think if there are any hotels that are.
It says here Blackstone Hotel in
That's
Chicago.
right there.
Says it's
Right there.
It said it's located across the street from the venue. 400,000 people would be there.
Yeah.
Here we go. He booked one room for August the 1st, 2 days before the August 3rd kickoff. Then he booked a second room, August 3rd arrival. Both rooms had an August 6th checkout. That's when Lollapalooza ended. Hotel directly overlooked the main stage. Several adjoining stages. Also overlooks the main entrance and exit where thousands of people would file through. The hotel had a bird's eye view of the crowd. He requested both rooms to be with, quote, a view room to face Grant Park. Scariest part, it's difficult, if not impossible, to flee because of the river surrounding it. He never booked the room at the hotel before, nor had his girlfriend ever booked a room there. And he booked the rooms but never showed up.
Wow.
So that could have been even that could be another possibility that he was looking at.
Well, it turns out the casualties could have been much, much greater on Sunday if the shooter's full plan had been realized. He fired several shots at two large tanks filled with jet fuel about 2,000 feet away from his hotel room and about 900 feet beyond the concert. And the GoFundMe for the survivors of the shooting and the victims' families has just passed the $9 million mark in less than 2 days. More than 73,000 people have contributed. And a new hero has emerged. A Mandalay Bay security guard named Jesus Campos found the shooter's room during the massacre. He was unarmed, but he drew fire away from the festival when the shooter shot at him through the door. Remember we were talking about he had cameras? Mm-hmm. He had cameras set up so he could see if there's anybody coming. So I guess the security guard was caught on the camera outside the room, and this monster turned and shot at the door. He was shot in the leg, but he radioed the location in, which helped the police find the correct room. And he helped evacuate people out of the rooms on the floor until the cops ordered him to get treatment for his wound.
Wow. Crazy, man.
That's a hero. Hey, Mike, what's up?
Hey, Riz, what's going on, man? Glad that you and your family got back from Vegas, and
Thanks,
you
man.
and your wife and you guys are safe and everything, dude.
Appreciate it. Yeah, listen, we were far off. We were far away from that.
So that's my question. I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, like really, when it comes to all that stuff. But the more and more you read all these accounts from other people that were out there on the Strip in Vegas the night of, they're saying that, a lot of the different hotels that they were at, there were other active shooters at other hotels.
Yeah, and I talked about this yesterday. When everything was going on, when there was a lot of confusion, people, of course, the first thing and what we did in Vegas and the people that were with us, you bury your head in your phone. You go, all right, let me check social media. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Let's see what's going on Facebook. Let's see if the police are putting anything out there. And there's so much misinformation that's out there. And people retweeting and tweeting just dumb stuff that was not true that adds to the hysteria.
Gotcha. Well, I had to, so my family was out there, and luckily my cousin was going to go to the event, and she didn't go, and a couple of her friends did go, and unfortunately they were both wounded in the event, and it's just terrible that, that's had to happen. But, I mean, there's people all over online that you see these videos, and you see there's a video out there online that, I mean, these people are a ways away from the Mandalay Bay, and you can hear gunshots ringing far away, and then there's a couple seconds where you don't hear anything, and then you hear gunshots right next to them, and the car hasn't moved.
There's always, whenever a tragedy hits, there's always the wackadoodles out there with the guns. Remember, dude, people still think Sandy Hook, the shooting was it
Connecticut, right?
Yeah, Connecticut.
New Haven?
Newtown.
Sorry, yeah, Newtown, Connecticut.
Yeah, I think that was a hoax. With actors.
I got
9/11, never see loose change, that stuff.
Yeah, I got you. I just figured you were out there, so I didn't know if you heard of anything else since you were actually out there.
Yeah, no, we were kind of looking up some stuff. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah,
yesterday after the show, just some wacky thing.
Yeah, and if anything that's way out there, way wrong, gets a lot of traction, a lot of security footage is going to be there that will dispel any of those rumors, myths, or any of that kind of stuff from casino, hotel cameras and all that to the footage that this guy tracked because he had 3 cameras, one on him while he was doing it.
Yeah, the one thing I saw yesterday, and Riz, this is what you were talking about yesterday up in the office when we were looking at it, was there was like camera footage, like actual photographs of his room, and there were still like guns like set up like on almost like tripods and everything. Somebody's like, why would that gun still be on the tripod? Why don't cops take it down? Because they're taking photos. Like.
That's a crime scene. You don't touch it.
That's basic stuff you see on CSI.
Come on. Watch a little CBS in the evening. You'd know.
They set it up themselves. Okay. Got it.
While I don't like to dismiss any sort of theories or any of that kind of stuff, you got to be real slow to put your eggs in baskets. You know what I mean? Just let's go slow. It's plenty of footage, plenty of stuff to come out. Let's let authorities do what they're going to do. And unfortunately, things are leaking. Things are always going to leak before they really should. But, the puzzle pieces will come in, and then you can make a better assessment.
Yeah, but there are some wacky stuff.
Yeah, man. There's some weird
Some wacky theories. Some wacky stuff out there. Locally here, something that a worker believed to be a fetus was found in the bathroom of a middle school in Cahokia.
Oh, no.
In the Cahokia School District yesterday. So this was found at the Worth Parks Middle School by a custodian. Cops are describing what was found as 6 to 8 inches long, appeared to be fetal remains, but the police are not sure what it is. A hearse was brought to the school to take what was found to the coroner's office so authorities can figure out what it is. And we don't really have other details on it, but at a middle school.
Wow.
I bet you things like that happen more than anyone would like to admit. Oh, that sucks.
That's sad. Yesterday, Nicholas Shelley sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. So he killed a couple from Arkansas at a hotel in Festus. He attacked them outside of the hotel after leaving a graduation party back in 2008. Random victims. He's also responsible for killing 6 other people in Illinois. And relatives of the victims say they're not happy with the fact that a plea deal was made and that the death penalty was taken off the table. Yeah, I don't understand why somebody like this is allowed to plea out.
Yeah, I don't get that. This is a guy that was like yelling at TV cameras and stuff initially when he was first arrested, right? Isn't he the guy that was yelling and anytime you saw him walking with the cops and the handcuffs?
This is a very bad person. This is an evil person who was allowed to plea out. Don't know why. Listen, he's going to be in jail for the rest of his life, but is there a reason why this man should be walking on earth anymore? So in court, he kneeled and read a lengthy apology taking responsibility for all 8 murders. He called himself a monster and said he was consumed with guilt and shame. Relatives of the victims rejected his apology and called him pure evil. I mean, the guy admitted to doing it. And after a nationwide manhunt, Nicholas was arrested in July of 2008 in Granite City. He was already serving 6 life sentences in Illinois for killing 6 people over there. Hey, Mike, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to say that there's a NATO program called Operation Gladio in which governments actually set up other people and kill people like that. As far as the tragedies go, I'm not saying that's what happened, but it is, a historical fact that does take place. So I wouldn't rule everything out.
Wait, say this way. So NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization,
right,
has a program to set people up,
to set other governments up, and as far as like patsies, like that kind of thing.
So
Google Operation Gladio. It'll come right up.
It's a code name for a clandestine North Atlantic Treaty Organization stay-behind operation in Italy during the Cold War. Its purpose was to prepare
that stuff still goes on all the time.
So what does that have to do with killing all these people at a country music concert in Las Vegas?
Because it destabilizes everything. It's the same exact thing as it fits the same MO as the 62 or 60, whatever that James Hodgkinson guy was that shot the congressman. It's to spark something. It's to make a spectacle and to get everyone riled up. To cause destabilization.
Now, listen, Mike. I'm not saying that the shooter wasn't thinking that, because maybe the shooter was thinking that particular thing. Like maybe he wanted to do that.
No, right.
But the fact that there was a NATO thing, like other countries.
That's the umbrella that it was kind of characterized under, but at the very least, it was able to enable or allow him to continue carrying out what he was able to do. It didn't stop it. That's what I'm saying. At the very least.
Listen, I've seen Arlington Road, and I agree with you to a degree. I wouldn't go attaching.
I'm just saying don't rule it out. I'm not saying that's actually what happened.
Yeah, and that's what we said too. Like, don't be quick to assume that we know everything or any of that kind of stuff. And of course, it's our probably our responsibility as citizens to make sure we take everything into account and make sure that things are proven before we just dismiss it and move on to the next.
Exactly. Go and do actual research on things instead of just people.
Right.
Everyone becoming experts instantly.
I agree, but I think we should mostly be, governed by our desire for truth, not, guided by paranoia or assuming that everything is.
Yeah, but come on,
someone
another
pulling the wool
country
over us.
coming in to do that.
According to its Wikipedia page, it has been defunct since 1990.
Like that program is no
Says
longer.
Formation November of 56, extinction July of 1990. Or is it defunct?
Well, I don't think I don't think he was even suggesting that is what's
he wasn't.
responsible.
No,
he's saying if that happened once, it's going to happen again. Right. And over the course of history, believe me, humans do some gnarly things.
And there's a lot of stuff we don't know either.
Yeah, that's deceitful. And that's what I'm saying. So a lot of these conspiracy theories will be put to rest when video is shown of the own guys.
A lot of the stuff, I would say 99.9% of the stuff you read out there is Looney Tunes. Wouldn't you say? Absolutely. All right. Hey, remember back in July when Augie Bush IV landed his helicopter in that parking lot in Swansea?
Yeah, what a great picture that was.
Well, he had no drugs or alcohol in his system. And a St. Clair County State's attorney confirmed the results from a test. So he was arrested back on July the 10th by Swansea police on suspicion of reckless conduct. I mean, he landed his helicopter in the middle of a parking lot in an office complex.
And walked away.
He consented to a breathalyzer and blew up .000. Lab work was done to test for drugs in his system. None were found. He consented to a search of his copter. Cops found a stun gun and 3 other guns inside. They also found a couple of prescription pill bottles with his name on them. He then agreed to undergo a second set of testing administered by another officer, and during the testing, he showed a medical card and, quote, had difficulty placing cards in his wallet. Officer said that his speech was very mumbled and slurred, and he lost focus on the stimulus multiple times. That's their words. Taken into custody, and the St. Clair County State's Attorney's Office issued a search warrant for the blood, urine, and breath and other bodily substances of Mr. Bush. And he has not been formally charged. So he had nothing in his system.
They're saying nothing in his system illegal and nothing including the prescriptions that were in there. Because it was all assumed that he was on whatever the prescriptions are that they said they found.
No drugs or alcohol in his system.
Well, so was he sleep deprived? I mean,
no idea.
I mean, there was a hell of a lengthy explanation about his behavior, including the fact that he landed a helicopter and walked away from it. This is bizarre.
Did he ever say why he landed there?
No.
So it wasn't a fuel problem, wasn't a weather problem, wasn't an equipment problem.
Wait, wasn't he picking somebody up or something?
He was with somebody.
Yeah, like a
and then he walked away for 8 hours, and then came back.
And said,
it's the weirdest thing ever, man.
I can't park here?
And here's the thing. Unfortunately, you're going to get no answers because the test came back. The test came back as clean.
He doesn't have to answer anything.
So he doesn't have to say a word anymore.
So wait, there was no charge of anything? Even though, it doesn't. I don't care if you have drugs in your system. If you land in my backyard, I'm going to charge you.
Yeah, you should get a parking ticket.
Right.
And he was parked in a handicap spot.
Are you kidding? What a monster.
I think the only charge they technically can is like illegal operation of an aircraft.
You can't
or something
park
like
this
that.
here.
Okay. So why isn't he being charged with that?
He might be. They might be looking into it. As of now,
no charges
there are no
have been
charges.
filed.
Okay.
Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Hey. Yeah, you guys
you guys were talking about Nicholas Shealy.
Shealy, yes.
Yeah, I worked at the jail where he was being held.
Oh, is this guy a monster or what?
Well, I mean, excuse me, like on a normal day, he was polite as can be and, real respectful. But, I mean, one thing would just set him off. And I remember him screaming at me in my face just because he thought somebody else was talking about him.
I mean, this man killed 8 people and admitted to killing 8 people.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, you could look at his eyes and it's definitely just nothing.
And the fact that he could make a plea deal and avoid the death penalty is this man killed 8 people.
I know. I mean, and the fact that it just took so long for them to do this. That made me mad.
I mean, 2008, this all went down. So, I mean, 9 years later, and he's finally getting the life sentences for the 2.
Now, like I said, most of the time he was like super polite, intelligent, but one thing would just set him off, and he'd just go berserk.
I mean, it makes you wonder, Paul. Like, so this happened in 2008. He was caught in Granite City. Why does something take so long to go through the system?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm actually from Festus too, so that just hit real close to home too. And then working at the jail, looking him in the eye, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I could imagine you are confronted with evil a lot.
I wonder if how long the other cases took, because I mean he's already looking at 7 previous life sentences or 6 previous life sentences. So maybe case. This was the final one, so that's why we're hearing about hey, this is the final one. Did he
bust out of prison before he did this?
There was a manhunt for him.
I know, but what I'm saying is, you said in the story he was already serving time for life sentences.
No,
before
he killed
this plea
6
deal.
people.
He killed 6 people.
He killed a total of
Illinois.
8. A total of 8 people he killed.
Oh, during this
spree.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
understand.
Hey, thank you, Paul.
Yeah, it sounds like another charmer with an anger issue. With a
And why do we have to pay for him to be in prison for the rest of his life? What good is he? He's admitted to being evil.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we talked about this before. What time do your kids start school, high school?
I think 8. I don't
8
know,
o'clock.
I'm not there, so is that right? High school starts
Yeah,
at 8?
it's later.
7:50, 8,
It's later
like
for the older
What
kids.
time do classes start? I mean, 8 o'clock.
I know they're over at 3:05. I can tell you that much.
So getting up super early to do something you don't really want to do is the worst. So perhaps it's no surprise that a new study has found that when school starts before 8:30, it increases a student's risk of suffering with depression and anxiety. And it's believed this happens because early start times put pressure on kids to get enough sleep. And the lead study author says kids should maintain a consistent bedtime routine and minimize their technology use before bed to get the best sleep. And he says better sleep hygiene combined with later school start times would yield better outcomes.
I could agree with all that.
Oh, there's so many studies that talk about that.
Yeah.
The later in the day, the better it is for high school kids.
And how, a couple hours of homework every night's a useless thing as well. I mean, go to school.
This is one thing I disagree with.
School.
You disagree? You think it should be earlier?
I don't think it should be earlier. I think it's fine. We started school at 8:33 on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. On Wednesday, we started at 7:33, and I had 0 issues. I know
you're falling. You're falling right behind with the same people that are like, well, my high school, I've turned out fine, so my high school's fine. When there's 10 better high schools, if there's a better option, it doesn't mean these kids aren't going to be okay. It doesn't mean you're not okay. But the argument is that stats and studies and all these things show that if you push it, more kids are going to benefit.
I look at it from personal experience, and to me, I thought it was fine. I had no issues with it. That's the only thing. I wouldn't have cared if they said school starts at 6:33.
You had a great experience, and I guess everybody.
Can I not use my own personal experience for an opinion?
I don't know who you think you are.
Of course,
yeah, you can. That's what we do.
All right, Mr. Special.
No one's saying these kids aren't okay. That you're not okay. They're saying that you would have benefited had you had an extra 35 minutes.
Maybe you would have. Maybe you would have done. Maybe
you
could have been
damn president. I was gonna say.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Maybe 9 o'clock start. You'd have been in a Hall of Fame.
Could have been a genius. You'd have your head forwards instead of
Senator
backwards.
Patrico right here. Hey, Aaliyah.
You guys go to school at noon. Who cares? Jesus.
Aaliyah, you there?
Jesus would go at 8:30.
Yes, I'm here.
So you have some info on the cases?
Not necessarily the cases. I used to be a medical malpractice attorney, or not an attorney. I worked for a medical malpractice attorney. And the reason these cases take so long is because they have to go through like a discovery process where they have to get access to all of the evidence in the case, and they have to learn the case, and then they have to go and they have to hire expert witnesses who also have to learn the case, and it's just a big long process. And
9 years.
I know, and it's absolutely insane. And I mean, some of these medical malpractice cases, which aren't murder cases, they go back and forth. They can go on for the same amount of time.
9 years is crazy. That's so.
A few good men did it in an hour and a half.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Come on.
It's crazy.
Thank you, Willie. Appreciate it. All right, more news after the break. Plus sports, headline Hooge. John Patrico's here for the Craigslist Freak of the Week. That, and a lot of stuff to talk about. More of Patrico's experiences with life. Oh, I want to ask you
what?
Listen, I want to ask you a question after the break, okay? And maybe we'll get your dad in here to talk to him about this too. All right, 7:41 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I mean, right out of the gate, we're talking stupid.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Eastbound 270, the on-ramp from Page Extension. There was debris on the road. That is now cleared. Also, a disabled vehicle westbound 40 at Spady. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, cloudy with a chance for some rain and around 80 for the high. Tonight, overcast and some rain possible later in the evening. Around 70 for the low. Right now, it's 73 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Indeed.com. Are you hiring? Join the over 3 million businesses that use Indeed.com for hiring. Post your next job opening on the world's #1 job site, Indeed.com.
I hate to say it, but holidays are coming up, and are your finances in order? Wouldn't it be great to have a couple extra bucks in your pocket for when the holidays hit?
Always.
I mean, come on. I like saving money. You like saving money. All right, you're a homeowner. I don't understand why you have not talked to Kevin Putney yet. Kevin Putney and the 123 Mortgage Team. Yeah, time to get your finances in line for the upcoming holiday season. Look at your current home loan. What are you paying? Stuff in the sixes, rates in the sixes, maybe sevens? You could still lock in a rate in the fours. How much money are you going to save every month? You're leaving money on the table. Lower rate, lower term can change your entire financial outlook. It's unbelievable that people still want to pay these outrageous rates. When you got good credit, you could be saving money every month. Call Kevin Putney. Do it today. Call the 123 Mortgage Team, 314-862-0123, 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. The 123 Mortgage Team, Kevin Putney, is a division of My Mutual Mortgage, an equal housing lender, 7514 Big Bend Boulevard, St. Louis, Missouri, 63119, and MLS 12901.
Clean Slate Tattoo Removal, they are doing just performing an absolute miracle for me with this Sacred Radish. A whole bunch of friends have been asking me to show it to them because I got my first treatment last week. I did it on Facebook Live to show you how easy it was. I was even surprised as to how easy it was. Now, the old technologies, I'm sure you've heard all sorts of different stories about them, but this is a brand new laser, brand new technology, and it's the only laser of its kind. The only Cutera Enlighten laser in St. Louis is right there at Clean Slate Tattoo Removal. Now, Heather, she has taken great care of me. She was texting me a few days afterwards, just seeing how it was going, and I'm getting ready for my second treatment. Now, it's only going to take me a couple because I'm just lightening it up so I can get it covered up. But you can go full removal here, and like I said, it's an absolute miracle. And the technology has reduced the amount of treatments, pretty much cut them in half. They've seen some gone in as little as 4 treatments. And they will do exactly what it is that you need. Now, go see them, talk to them. You can tell them that Moon sent you. You'll even get 25% off your first appointment. But this laser does it all. Go check out that Facebook Live that I posted. This laser targets all the ink colors, not just black ink, and it targets the ink so your skin isn't damaged. It's the advanced technology that makes all the difference, and Clean Slate Tattoo Removal is making a difference throughout St. Louis. It doesn't matter what your reasons are. You are not alone. Get rid of those bad tattoos. Don't continue living with terrible tattoos. Call them now. Clean Slate Tattoo Removal, STL.com.
The Rizzuto Show.
All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. Our phone number, 314-969-DUDE, 314-969-3833. Cameras and chat room, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. Emails, rizshow1057thepoint.com. And on the socials, at RIZZ Show. He's back, Mr. John Patrico in studio.
Hey.
There he is, right there.
And welcome back, you.
Right next to Tony.
Well,
a
little rough time, I understand.
Yeah, well, back in town.
Everybody's safe.
Everybody's safe. Everybody's all right.
Okay.
So we were talking at the top of the show about Moon and myself going on Fox 2 on Sunday morning to talk about the Eat and Treat event coming up on the 14th over at the Chesterfield Amphitheater, which I expect to see you there, Mr. Patrico.
It's already on the book.
And Mrs. Patrico.
Already on the book.
All right. So we're going to bring our kids, and the kids will be in costume because it's, the Halloween theme type of thing, and the TV people are like, well, you got to bring some kids with you in costume. And Moon, I guess, will dress up, right?
Yeah, why not? And so will you,
I'm not
right?
into it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to ask Tony. How about you, Tony? How about you come dressed up?
If I'm available Sunday and you guys want me to come, I'll dress up. I don't care.
What about you, Jeff? You want to dress up?
Sure, man. Whatever you want. For the cause, boss.
That's why I don't have to dress up.
Yeah, man.
So now you're going to be the only one that doesn't.
You the boss. That's why.
You're going to be the only one that doesn't out of the three of us.
Okay.
So
Sure. That's
as a
okay.
team, we're going to participate in something. So we're going to go out on the field in our jerseys, and you're not going to wear the jersey.
I don't believe the coach wears a jersey on the sideline, does he?
Yeah.
Player coach does.
Sure does.
And go talk to Mike Matheny.
Or LaRussa. I mean, of course they do.
Baseball season's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically not.
Look at football. They don't. Their
For the
coaches
Cardinals
and
it
all.
is.
They're not
in
player
gear.
coaches.
He's not on in gear.
He's a player coach.
And he is in gear. I mean, he's in his gear. What's he supposed to do? Put pads on? Come on.
Coat and tie looks
Okay,
good.
fine. Wear a coat and tie.
Okay,
then. You can
there
be
you
a
go.
soccer or a
Or you got to wear a cutoff. You got to wear.
coat.
You got to wear a cutoff hoodie.
Wow.
Yeah. No sleeves.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking something sleeveless for Sunday morning.
There you
Oh,
go.
now that is a costume.
There you go.
Sunday. I like it.
If you show up showing shoulders, I'm going to probably get out of there.
No,
That's
man.
too sexy for Sunday morning, guys. Yeah. Sunday morning, 8:15. Prime time, guys. That's
early.
right. Prime time. Got it.
I see Jeff's already putting it in the calendar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wear that? No, can't wear
Jeff
that.
will be there
No,
at
can't wear that.
8:15 p.m.
Got to wear clothes, though,
Jeff, there's going to
Gotta
be
wear
kids
clothes.
there. Are
Gotta
you
wear
allowed?
clothes.
Yeah.
Are you allowed?
Yeah, you have to get that approved
Can you come to this
30
thing?
days in advance.
I have to go to an earlier mass on Sunday if I'm going to be there at 8:15.
Hey, after Sunday night's Vegas shooting and all these hurricanes across the U.S. and, the territories, a couple of countries are warning its citizens to avoid traveling here unless it's absolutely necessary. So the United Kingdom's foreign travel advice page says that territories are, quote, very likely to try to carry terrorists are very likely to try to carry out attacks in the USA. Again, this is what other countries are saying about their citizens traveling to the U.S. And they're urging people to avoid Las Vegas. Ireland said the same thing. Meanwhile, Germany lists, quote, frequent political demonstrations and, quote, politically motivated violence as reasons to be vigilant while traveling in America. It also points out that in the U.S., it's comparatively easy to get possessions of weapons. Canada cautions its people to, quote, avoid non-essential travel to the Florida Keys and Naples due to damage caused by Hurricane Irma. Australia cites both Hurricanes Maria and Irma, as well as the fact that mass shootings continue to occur in public places. That's what other countries are telling their people.
That's how we're looking to them right now.
Don't go there. The hurricanes, I get, the damage and the dangers of going to tropical places where there could be hurricanes. I get that. And I'm sure, like you said, Canada said that, don't go there because of the damage caused by the hurricanes. That's probably just a general statement like, hey, if you had a trip to Florida, you may not be fully aware, but a lot of it got destroyed. But, the whole fact that they're like, don't go there, mass shootings are everywhere in public.
That's not what they said. They just said
mass
that they're
shootings
occurring.
continue to occur in public.
Yeah, and in comparison to those countries, it's much more frequent here. We'd be saying the same thing if roles were reversed, for sure. You're finding fault with this?
It's just interesting to see what other countries would, travel advisories.
Well, you got England, too. Look at what's going on over there in London.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to go there.
Exactly.
The way
and what did we say about travel there? We did the exact same thing.
There's travel
We
warnings
issued
going
warnings.
to London.
Oh, I think no matter what happens in any country, if you're not from that country, you're going to get a travel warning.
Not necessarily. You're not seeing this as a sign? You're being defensive, it seems.
I'm not being defensive at all. What I'm saying is that if there, so for example, my dad just proved the point that I'm making. There's bombings over in London. We issue a travel warning. Don't go to London.
Yeah, because of bombings. But it sounded like you were saying that.
No, I'm saying
mass shootings don't happen all that often.
When did I say that?
I'm saying.
Same with
that's what
Mexico
implying.
too. Mexico, there's always travel warnings issued from Mexico, from this country. In fact, there was one just issued for Cancun because of violence, especially outside of the resorts. Mm-hmm. And listen, when those issues when those warnings are issued, it does kill tourism for a lot of these places.
For sure, yeah.
And it makes you think twice about going.
I mean, years ago when I went to Jamaica, I'm talking many years ago, they warned us, don't go outside the resorts.
Mm-hmm.
It's never going to end, You're always going to get warnings.
Maybe are we worried the world's going to end? Anybody here worried?
No.
Nah.
Anybody a doomsday prepper? Nah. You got your bug out bag?
I say, didn't that guy talk about the doomsday? When was it supposed to?
Oh, a couple weeks.
That he was wrong.
Yeah.
Did he make it again?
Is this purgatory?
No, there are people that are prepared just in case they need to leave their house.
It's also
at
big
a
business
moment's
too.
Notice.
That's big business.
Fear.
They're having a bug out bag. It's not a bad thing to have. Just in case you need to leave with your family, and you have a backpack full of supplies, just for in case. You have insurance, right?
Or you could buy that silo that's up for sale. I forgot where it's at in Missouri. It's on the news a couple days ago.
Hide there, you mean?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not talking about that kind of extreme thing. I'm talking about just having a backpack with supplies in it. A week's worth of food. Dry clothes,
Capri Suns, and Lunchables.
Stuff to
Throw 'em in the
stuff to
backpack.
start a fire with. That's not a bad thing to have in case you need to leave your house at a moment's notice because of a natural disaster or otherwise.
But the thing is, are you going to think about grabbing that when this?
If I'm leaving,
if you have a bug out bag, I think. And when it's time to bug out, you grab it.
Time to bug out.
You have a bug out bag? It sounds like you do.
I'm trying to put one together.
Oh, yeah?
There are essential items that you need to put in the.
Don't forget socks.
Socks are very important.
Socks, they are. If your feet get cold, how are you going to sleep, John?
Do either one of you guys have or have you thought about a bug out bag?
I've never once given a thought. Maybe
Me-
I'm
me
not saying
neither.
I should.
Ah, well, you
I'm
ain't
just saying I
getting,
never
you're
have.
not getting anything from my bag when you guys are wandering around looking for clean
There's Riz.
socks.
Get away.
I have a routine set in my mind for if things need to go down. Yes.
I'm the same way. My first thing is I'm going to run around and just scream, "Oh my God!" That's the first thing I have planned.
It's not a paranoia thing.
No, I mean there's preparedness versus paranoia, and there's probably a fine line there.
I was going to say, I think a bug out bag is a touch paranoia.
No, get out of here.
No, I disagree. I think a bug out bag.
You said it's a fine line. I mean,
said
it is a fine line.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess you fall on this side of that fine line. But,
Okay, well, my point being is there are people that are doomsday preppers, that have the bomb shelters at home, that are stocked with canned goods that, hell, if they need to seal up for 30 years, they're good.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, ask the people that had to flee from Irma or Maria if they'd ever think they'd have to leave their house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, and
that's what that is for.
But the thing is, if you're that close to the ocean, it's got to always be in your mind. That
Sure.
It can happen.
What if there's a tornado bearing down on my
Well,
house? I grab my bag. I'm good to go. I got everything I need for me and my family to get in my car and go. And I got supplies for, a week. That's all I'm saying. Now, there's this. Costco just started selling an emergency food kit that has 6,200 servings of canned food, including wheat, rice, milk, fruits, vegetables, granola, and meat. And they say it's for one person to have about 1,200 calories per day for a year. If you want to get it to stock your bunker, it costs $999.99, which comes out to, now I know you roll your eyes, John, but that's $2.75 a day.
Oh, I know. It's just.
And the food in the cans have a 25-year shelf life, so you'll be covered as long as the apocalypse comes before 2042.
Don't forget a can opener.
Damn it!
All right, guys, we're safe. We're in the woods. We're in the middle of Montana or someplace. Oh, I can't. How do I get this open?
And here's the thing: you want to buy this? You can't. Sold out.
A lot of paranoid people out there.
Sold out.
I don't worry about it.
Paranoid?
My age, I'm ready to go.
I am.
I just, I'm not worried about it.
You think my bug out bag is paranoia, huh?
I think. Well, I mean, in Missouri, I think it's a little bit of a paranoia.
You think it's borderline?
I think it's definitely borderline paranoia.
Now, what is yours though? Is it more survival? Is it more like if I'm in the woods here, I got the bag that I need, or is it more on the run?
It's more. I mean, from the law.
No, I don't mean.
I'm down for that. Sure, yeah.
Okay, I'm saying like, okay, some doomsday preppers, they're talking nuclear warfare.
Right, that's what I.
They're
when I talk doomsday.
they're trying to get out the Yellowstone and hide in the trees.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what's in your bug out bag.
Are gone.
You know what it is? It's if I have to leave my house for an extended period of time.
Right, but I'm telling you that
immediately
your reasonings are going to change the contents of the bag.
Correct.
No, you should have your basic items.
For what? Living in the woods or living in a hotel in Kansas? You understand what I'm saying?
That's right, because like you say, okay, if a tornado hits and that, you could travel an hour away and you're back in civilization.
Yeah,
if a tornado destroys your home.
What's in your bug out bag?
Nuclear IC. It's everyone.
What is the bag affording you to bug out from? I think is what everybody's trying to say. What is your bag's contents supposed to do for you?
Is it a survival kit?
It's a survival kit. There's elements of that in there.
Okay, so if someone really wants to take out our country, which the easiest way to do that is to destroy our satellites. The easiest way to take us out as far as mass chaos and divisiveness and all this, take out all of our communications, our cell phones, our television, our media, all of that stuff.
Instagram too?
Oh, yeah, you're screwed.
Damn it.
Yeah, you're screwed. I'm saying that bag is different because when you need to get out and you're trying to avoid nuclear war or whatever, that's literally a survival bag.
Listen, there are guys that go hardcore. I know a guy that goes like real hardcore that's got gas masks for his wife and 3 kids.
And that's what I'm saying. So his is a warfare bag.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas yours, you mentioned a tornado. That's a different thing. You don't need weaponry. You don't need.
No, but you do need clean socks, Moon.
Right. So you got a backpack full of clothes.
No, not clothes. I mean, there's a fire starter and there's a knife and essential documents.
Oh, see, I didn't even thought about that. Well, like what?
Copies of birth certificates and copies of passports and.
Okay, in case those things are destroyed.
In case those things are destroyed.
Okay, and that
makes sense.
What? That's wise.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, and that'll go. Though that's good. I would say that's universal as far as whatever the reasonings are.
We got to get out of here. Let me grab the backpack.
Yeah. See, I got a zombie bag. I got a nuclear warfare bag. I got a oops, the house burned down bag.
Monopoly, just in case you guys are just sitting around doing nothing.
The travel monopoly.
I also have currency for various countries.
Yeah. I got $5 worth of pesos.
I have a lawn chair. I have a lawn chair to go out and just watch it coming.
You're just gonna be yelling, "Take me, God!"
I got a lawn chair. We'll put it out there and say, "Come on, honey, here it comes."
Doomsday chair. That's pretty good, man.
And that Wildwood, Missouri is a target.
Oh, yeah.
Number one.
It's always where you least expect it.
You do remember, though, St. Louis is on the top 10 list of pretty important spots.
Because who said it? Ralphie May said it? If you want to take down America, you got to take out the king of beers.
Oh, man, for those just tuning in, that was an interesting statement.
They're sitting there going, what's going on? What happened? Right. Did something happen?
All right, 8:05 on this Thursday. Sports headline Who's next. And then we'll get into the Craigslist Freak of the Week. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
You're a complete loser.
Jesus. Coming at you.
Your point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com, westbound 40, right at Spady. There's a disabled vehicle there that is cleared. Other than that, things are looking okay. Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, cloudy with the chance for some rain sticking around 80 for the high. Tonight, overcast and some rain possible late, around 70 for the low. Right now, it is 75 downtown at Union Station. Your point traffic and weather sponsored by Jimmy John's. One fresh food fast. Jimmy John's spends 6 hours slicing and baking every day to make you a 30-second sandwich. Order Jimmy John's sandwich delivery today. Jimmy John's, where fresh and fast meat.
Medicine heals the body. Music heals the soul. We know the healing power of music. And I want to tell you about Kids Rock Cancer. And I want you guys to help spread the word about Kids Rock Cancer. Go to the website, check it out, kidsrockcancer.org. This is the program we've been talking about. This is Maryville University's program to help kids rock cancer, to express all the emotions, all the things that they're going through when they're diagnosed. Now, I've been affected by cancer. My best friend went through it, and the range of emotions that he dealt with, that his family dealt with, and that everybody was connected to him, that we all dealt with, it was indescribable. And the best way that I could express it was through song. Now, thankfully, I have the skill set and the history to do so, and I was able to put it in a song. Well, kiddos, you guys know, when they go through anything, even if it's not as traumatic as a cancer diagnosis, sometimes they'll clam up and they're not able to express those things or just choose not to express anything at all. The music therapists from Maryville University in this program go and they see them, they write a song with them, they get to record and be the star, the lyrical star and the singing star in their own song. They make a song, over 1,000 songs have been created through this program, and it's beautiful. Now at Eat and Treat, some of these rock star kids are actually going to be there to perform. You guys will get to see this in action, see the fruits of this program. It is beautiful. It's incredible, and these kids are reaping such great benefits from such a great program. So please help spread the word. It's amazing. It's Maryville University's program, kidsrockcancer.org.
All right, Tracy Bibb at Allstate Insurance is my agent, Moon's agent, Jeff's agent. Covers the Riz Show. Tracy Bibb has been my insurance agent for a long time, and she's there when I need her for the just in case. Yes, she is my bug out bag. Hopefully I don't need to use her, but I know she's there. I got the auto policies. I got the renter's policy. I got the homeowner. I got the 2 cars, life insurance, the umbrella policy. Hell, if I get a boat ever, she'll insure it. If I want to move to Illinois, she'll insure me. Everybody needs insurance. Everybody wants a good deal on that insurance, and this is why you should call Tracy at 314-352-4494, 314-352-4494 for the just in case. Accidents happen. You want to be prepared. You want to make sure you have the right coverage. I know a lot of auto policies, rates are increasing because of distracted driving. If you are having your rates go up, call Tracy, get a quote, see what she can do for you. Maybe she can save a couple $100 a year off your premiums. You're not going to know until you call her. It'll take you 10 minutes. 314-352-4494. That's 314-352-4494, 1057thepoint.com/quote. Tracy Bibb, Allstate Insurance. Are you in good hands?
Hey, this is Gary Valentine, and you're listening to The Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, John, did you see the gnome Trico? Did you see your son in gnome form?
I've seen he has one sitting at home.
Your son is a doll.
Kitchen sink.
Is
that the same one?
Mm-hmm.
We've tweeted out these pictures. It's the gnome Trico, which will be available at the Eat and Treat event coming up on the 14th. About $25, well worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would look great in your garden.
I can't afford that. No way.
And I think what we're going to do is we'll hide one of these gnome Tricos somewhere at the Chesterfield Amphitheater. And I don't know, we'll attach a prize to it or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's going to be fun.
That's cool.
Hey, and just remember, somebody's got to get in the dunk tank for however long we want. Are we saying a half hour?
Yeah, I think a half hour's good.
So it's all going to be having to do with your football picks. Whoever comes in last place. And we'll figure out. If Patrico comes in last place, I guess we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Can
if he
just
comes
say
in
that?
last place, how about his dad just gets in there for him? What do you say?
Oh.
That could be funny.
Who are you?
Huh?
What are you doing here?
I'm here every Thursday, sitting right next to you, bro.
Yeah, about that?
I said it as a question, sir.
Somebody did, I see.
It's
put a
supposed
really
to turn
good,
cooler the next week.
somebody did put a really good suggestion up on Twitter that I thought that would be.
Was it shoot you with a fire hose?
Sufficient. Well, a fire hose is not good. But I think every time somebody gets in, like let's say 8-Ball takes my place and she's in the dunk booth, and if the ball hits it and she goes in, somebody dumps a bucket of water over my head.
Are we okay with that?
What the hell else do you want me to do?
I don't know. Suffer a bit more.
Yeah.
What do you mean suffer a bit more?
Because
It's
of
the same
Patrico's
thing.
girthiness, he cannot get in the dunk tank.
Right.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing because it's a little more humiliating to have to sit in there the whole time. And then you just standing there and, she went down, so we got to throw a bucket of water on you. I mean, I don't think we need to settle on it right now, do we?
I think we're overthinking this an incredible amount.
I don't think we could
Ice
overthink
water,
this.
too. Ice water make it a little bit more.
It's going to be cold, regardless.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
the Riz Show Eat and Treat event happening on the 14th at the Chesterfield Amphitheater. Noon to 6 o'clock. Get your tickets, all the information, 1057thepoint.com/eat and treat.
Don't screw this up, fatty.
I just put the Gnome Trico picture, a close-up of it, on our Instagram if you guys want to check that out, at Riz Show.
Sports brought to you by Hot Shots Bar and Grill, 11 area locations, all the games, all the time. Took a little bit of extra hockey, but the Blues are on pace to win 82 games this season.
Yeah.
Braden Shen got the scoring started for the Blues after they went down 1-0 in the first. That was followed up by a Colton Parayko goal to go into the second 2-1. After the Pens tied things up, Pietrangelo gave the Blues a 3-2 lead. In the third, Paul Stastny put the Blues up 4-2. And then the Penguins came back, scoring two power play goals in just over a minute. 4-4 was the score heading in overtime. And then a minute 15 into OT, this happened.
Kessel comes to the bench and is replaced by Gensel. Back in comes Petrangelo. Toe drag and a shot. Score! Off of Matt Murray and into the net, and the Blues have won in overtime.
Yeah,
So
they did.
the Petrangelo scored his second goal of the game. Blues 5-4 win. Blues now play their first home game on Saturday against the Stars. Puck drops at 7. All the festivities start on the ice around 6:45.
Is that sold out?
If it's not, it's close.
Well, Moon's going to be playing before the game
That's right.
on the ice.
That's right.
Yeah, it's going to
It's
be.
going to be an extravaganza.
It's
of
going to be really, really cool.
unparalleled proportions, I think. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the opening ceremonies, everything they got planned is really, really neat. So you want to be there
Or a
early.
little bit too much last night with the Penguins opening ceremony. Am I right?
I
get
didn't
it.
know.
We get it. You won the cup.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yaromir
We get
Jagr
it 2 years in a row. We get it. All right.
You're cool.
with
okay,
your
got it.
banner and your fancy cups.
Yaromir Jagr has signed a 1-year, $1 million deal with the Calgary Flames, coming back for his 24th NHL season. The 45-year-old future Hall of Famer for sure, second leading scorer in NHL history. He's also fourth in career games played, but he could pass Gordie Howe for the number 1 spot if he plays in 57 games this season. Arizona Diamondbacks won the National League wildcard game with an 11-8 victory over the Rockies last night. Arizona had 4 triples in the game, including one by their reliever in the 7th to drive in 2 runs to give his team an 8-5 cushion. Diamondbacks will now play the Dodgers in a best-of-5 NL Division Series.
Hey, real quickly, I went to try to buy some Blues tickets online, and mezzanine level tickets are available. So I didn't go all the way. I'm at the payment level, and it says they're available. So, yeah.
NFL Week 5 kicks off tonight with Thursday Night Football. New England Patriots are in Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. Kickoff scheduled for 7:25 on CBS. Don't forget, make your picks at 1057thepoint.com/picks.
And who do we all got?
Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Although nothing with them this season is a guarantee.
Yeah, you know what? You vote
Yeah, no, I
against,
know.
you pick against them, and they win. Then you go, what was I thinking? That's
they
just
are
the Patriots.
struggling defensively.
That is for sure. Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton made a bizarre sexist remark during a press conference yesterday. A female reporter asked a pretty routine question.
Sexist. Let me be the judge of that.
And Cam had a pretty odd reaction. Here's how it all went down.
I know you take a lot of pride in seeing your receivers play well. Devin Funchess has seemed to really embrace the physicality of his routes and getting those extra yards. Does that give you a little bit of an enjoyment to see him kind of truck sticking people out there?
It's funny to hear a female talk about routes. Like, it's funny. But fun is coming along, man.
That is sexist.
It
yes.
sure is.
Wow.
give it-
Media
I'm gonna
trainer
give it
just
to-
went,
I'm going to give it to you, Patrico.
You didn't say that, did you?
The reporter tweeted later, quote, "I don't think it's funny to be a female and talk about routes. I think it's my job." She added, "I spoke with him after, and it was worse. I chose not to share, but I have an actual job to do today, and he will not keep me from doing that." He did not apologize. Naturally, Cam getting a lot of heat for this. Panthers say Cam regrets the exchange, but a generic statement from the team really doesn't seem very sincere either. Chris Eubanks Jr. and Avni Yildirim will fight this weekend at 168 pounds, but the best fight of the event took place yesterday morning when Avni's manager went ballistic. The manager got into it with a member of Eubanks' camp and repeatedly yelled at him. He then threatened to fight him, sat down, and almost immediately sprung back up after getting laughed at. This audio is incredible, especially the uncensored audio, so you're going to have to head to the blog and check it out, but take a listen.
Let the fighters fight.
Son of a bitch! Let's continue. You fight me, you.
Ooh, C word.
Just get back. Don't laugh at me, please. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at me. When you laugh again, don't laugh at me.
Let the fighters talk.
When you laugh,
Let the fighters talk.
when you laugh, you son of a bitch, I f your wife in your bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't laugh at me
That's
after that.
substantiated, by the way. We don't know for sure if he actually did.
So the unedited audio is insane.
Savage.
And if you see this guy, I mean, he goes ballistic. It takes like 10 dudes to get him out of the room. Again, you can see that on the blog. And finally, the sports news that you've been waiting for. I know you woke up this morning, Riz, and you said, I got to get to my computer as fast as I can to see the results. The Minnesota Lynx won the WNBA title last night, beating the Los Angeles Sparks 85-76 in Game 5 for a 3-2 victory.
I had the Lynx in 5.
I did too. I had the Liberty, so
I had the
early
Lynx in
on.
5.
Damn it, anyway.
How many layups?
I'm not sure how many layups.
They broke the record for most set shots in a championship game. That's so sexy.
I'm Patrico, that's your sports, and boom goes the dynamite.
Cam Newton.
Brought to you by the law offices of Susan Award. Call 783-9400 or stlfamilylaw.com for all your family law needs.
Today's headline Who's story comes to us from Raytown, Missouri, which is just outside of Kansas City. And I'll start by saying that older people always act like raising kids shouldn't be so hard. Am I right, John?
You got that.
But being a grandparent is a lot easier than being a parent.
Sometimes.
Switch places for a couple days and see how well you handle parenting in 2017. All right, John?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully better than this guy. 67-year-old Jose Ortega hanging out with his 12-year-old grandson on Tuesday morning. They'd gotten some donuts for breakfast. Jose wanted in. But when he asked the grandson to get a donut for him, the kid said no. Apparently he was just being a brat. Mm-hmm. So Jose lost it, grabbed the knife, ended up stabbing his grandson in the arm.
Oh, my.
Oh, my God.
Grandson ran to a neighbor's house, called the cops. Luckily, he'll be all right. Jose called the police. Well, Jose told police that he's sorry for what he did, but that his grandson was being very disrespectful, and he just, quote, snapped. Facing charges for first-degree domestic assault and armed criminal action.
Wow. So, I mean, it was over a jelly donut.
Over a donut. I hate to see if it was over a Big Mac what he would have done. Wow.
So there you go. From Raytown, Missouri, Jose Ortega. You stab your grandson over a donut. Today's headline Who's. Yeah, what kind of donut was it?
Do you have that information?
I don't.
Chocolate Long John.
Really?
What was the name again? I'll look it up and see if I get any more information.
Jose Ortega.
Or one of those iced
7
jellies.
R's in that.
I was going to say, all this says is just world gone crazy.
It had to be something with some sort of filling,
Crazy.
right? I mean, that's a stabbing.
I was thinking
with
jelly
for a
donut.
filling, yeah.
A new survey asked people to rank the best types of donuts. What do you think is number one? Best type of donut.
Oh, people are going to say original glazed.
What do you think? I mean,
I say
that's the first thing I would.
Long
John.
John. Basics.
Yeah.
Long John.
Long John, not even on the list.
Really?
Remember, Long Johns are really only popular here in the Midwest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Wait a second. Are you for real?
I didn't know that.
I had never really thought about a Long John
You're kidding.
growing up.
Never.
Never. Stop it, Jeff.
We're not going there.
You're making me blush.
Okay, then I'll
What
say
about a Long Jeff?
original glaze, and then I say a regular jelly. What's the usual filling for jelly? Is it like a raspberry?
Raspberry grape.
Raspberry grape.
Or there's the custard donut.
I think just jelly donut.
Yeah.
You know, will suffice.
You got to think of like all donut places have
Right.
a Boston cream, they have an original glaze, and they have a jelly.
Right.
And then they have 1,000 variations on those three things.
So what is the most popular donut, Jeff? Your thoughts?
I'm going to say jelly donut.
Patrico.
I'm going to say glazed.
John?
I already said mine. I thought I was wrong, but, you know.
Definitely wrong.
OG glaze.
It's glazed. Damn it. Glazed number one. The most popular donut. Then you got your chocolate frosted.
Just a typical glaze with extra.
Chocolate frosted.
Not glazed, it's cake.
Oh, you talking about the cake ones?
No, not necessarily cake donut.
I was going to say, what is a chocolate frosted? I mean,
It's your basic fried donut.
Like a cake donut with chocolate on it?
No,
Is that
cake
what you're saying?
donut's different.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out which
That's
one.
what I
Because
said.
we're talking donuts here. I need to know.
Fried but not glazed.
Fried, not glazed, but with a chocolate
Yeah, right.
kind of cap on it.
Okay.
That sounds weird.
What?
Sounds good.
I don't know what that is.
You just mean chocolate topping is what you mean.
You're saying no
To me,
hole.
I've only seen cake donuts that have the chocolate topping.
That's what I said. I don't know what
really?
a fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can think of, too, is a cake donut with chocolate
You're
on it.
saying no hole.
No, there's a hole. I mean, there could be a hole.
That's a cake
Okay.
donut.
No, cake donut's a cake donut is like a powdered sugar is like a cake donut.
No, it's not.
No, Riz, a cake donut is the type of donut.
Now,
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I'm telling you.
It's the actual
I watch
batter.
Donut Wars on TV.
It's the actual
It's the
Yeah,
batter.
but there's the fried donuts that are not cake donuts.
Right, but those are the typically iced ones and
They
powdered
fry
ones
cake
as well.
donuts. Like, it's the batter that they put. Like, the batter is cake,
Yeah,
and they fry it.
They fry the cake one, and it almost makes it crispy.
A cake donut is more dense. right?
Yeah. But it
It's
makes
all
it
about the
crispy.
batter.
Then the
It's-
light and fluffy ones.
It's like a coffee. It's like perfect for coffee.
Right.
It's like a cop donut.
Right. We're kind of talking about the same thing. Whereas the non-cake donut,
that
you take the top and you dip it in melted
Would
chocolate.
that be a
and dry.
yeast donut then? Because I
suppose
see
so.
a headline here saying cake donut or yeast donut.
I don't think you typically powder a cake donut, though. I've never seen a powdered cake donut that I can think of. Those are the standard, typical, like, I'm not
what
going to
Riz
glaze
is
it, I'm
talking
going to
about,
powder
what
it.
Riz is talking about, like if you type in chocolate frosted donut,
Yeah.
that's what I did.
Yeah.
Glazed donut, don't glaze it, just dip it in chocolate.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's not a cake donut. Though.
Yeah.
No, a cake donut is
I understand a glazed donut
You're
with
talking about
chocolate
a
on
lot
it. Something
lighter.
different.
Yes, and more airy.
Yes.
People going insane.
See, here you go. I know you can't see it, but that's a cake donut.
And
that's chocolate frosted.
Yes.
Cake, chocolate frosted.
Yes.
Yeah.
So chocolate frosted. See, if you're trying to picture it and you're like us, honestly, it's a glazed donut with no glaze on it, but dipped in chocolate.
Yeah. You remember when you were a kid and you reach in and you're thinking you're getting a chocolate frosted and you get one of the cake ones and you go, oh, what is this dried
Yeah,
dense
cool
crap?
sand in my mouth. Neat.
Yeah.
Yes,
Remember, that's
yes.
in your survival
Yeah,
bag.
so we're talking
Put
about the
donuts.
same thing.
Make sure they're in there.
Then you got your Boston cream donuts.
That's number 3?
That's number 3.
Well, there you go.
Chocolate with sprinkles.
Oh, no.
Pass.
What a useless.
That's for the kids.
What a
Pass.
For the
dumb-
kids.
Get off my back about sprinkles.
You
know.
like sprinkles.
Hell yeah, man.
It's
Sprinkles
edible
are the
plastic.
Jam. Okay, then I like edible plastic.
It's a kid's thing.
Then
It's not a kid's thing. I'm an adult.
Then you got a
Totally kid's
maple donut,
Ooh.
which
Maple
I'm not
donuts are
really
good.
sure what that is.
I
That's
don't
good.
either.
I mean, it's maple frosting on a donut.
Then your cinnamon donuts. Then that's your cake donuts.
Oh, that's right. I always forget about cinnamon ones. Oh, except for the cinnamon
donuts
twist, the
and cake
glazed cinnamon twist. When you saw those as a kid, oh boy, that's when you're like, oh, I'm a big kid. I can destroy this whole thing.
No, see, we're wrong again. Cinnamon donut is the glazed donut with no glaze, but with cinnamon on it.
So it's a yeast donut instead of. Oh.
That's not a cake donut right there.
Where? Here?
No, next.
That one's not a cake donut.
Here? See,
See,
that's a
that's
cake
cake
donut,
donut.
but
That's
that's
a
not.
cake
That's what I'm
So they
picturing.
could be both.
Yeah,
They could be both, yeah.
it's a crapshoot.
Yeah. My favorite was
donuts.
always an old fashioned.
Old-fashioned donuts.
Love old fashioned.
Bomb.
What's an old fashioned?
It's weird.
I was gonna say, how do you
It's
describe
like a
it?
cake donut, but with a
It's real
like a
texture.
crispy outside, but glaze on
That's
it.
almost like your original Dunkin' Donut.
Wait, there is glaze on it.
Oh, it's with the tapered edges.
I don't know. No, there's really not glaze on it.
What is that?
Like, look, it looks
That's
like
an
that.
old-fashioned.
Oh, yeah, those are
You need a
those are good,
whole glass of milk,
Yeah,
though.
those
with
are
those.
good.
Yeah, but they're
Then
good.
you 7 is your jelly donut, and then you have your powdered donut. Then you got your double chocolate, which is a chocolate donut with chocolate frosting.
Those are always last to go as well.
Okay, so here's a
I
question.
like those.
You get
Which one?
I-
Which
if-
They're
one do you
not
like?
bad.
The double chocolate.
You
Double
get it,
chocolate? Yikes.
You get it and you go, that's okay, but it's still last to go. It's always last on the kickball team.
If I put a cake,
Always.
a powdered, and a chocolate in front of you, what order do you go in?
A cake powdered chocolate.
Yeah.
He's going chocolate and
Chocolate.
powder than cake.
Powdered cake.
Really?
Yeah.
I go the exact opposite. I build up that donut wall.
And
You
then
go
10
cake, powdered chocolate.
Then 10 is custard filled. Mary is a donut maker. Mary, all right, put.
Hey, Mary.
Mary, you're
You
on
go
your
ahead
way.
and yell at
That's
us.
cool. Mary's on her way down.
South 18th, 401 South 18th Street.
Hi, guys. Yes, I happen to be listening to you talking about the donuts, and the cake donut is made with, say, baking powder or baking soda as a leavening, and the other one is made with yeast. They're both fried, but the yeast one is just a little bit lighter.
Yeah,
a little bit
airier,
fluffier.
yes.
Exactly. And they can both be like glazed, they can be ice, they can be powdered sugar. Usually, whoever had said that the cake donut is usually the one that is covered with powdered sugar. Yes, but they're both fried.
Yeah, all right, so they're both fried. You can keep your cake donuts because I'm not a fan of those.
See, I like cake donuts.
I like the yeast donuts.
I like me a cake donut.
What about the cruller? Talk to us about the cruller.
A cruller is just a little bit different of like a shape sort of thing. It's essentially a yeast donut. If I remember correctly, it's a French type.
Yeah.
So it's basically just a fancied up
Exactly.
donut.
If you just want to look a little bit more highfalutin.
And it's fried.
Exactly.
Hey, Mary, when you get up in the morning, do you go, time to make the donuts?
That's right. Yes, exactly. I do it for my husband before he goes to work. I just have
that's
to make
nice
sure.
of you.
Oh, my God, you're a lucky man
That's
at home.
real nice of you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mary.
Thanks.
Time to make
Bye,
the
Mary.
donuts.
401 South 18th Street.
Stop it.
It's the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
All right, John Patrico is here for the Craigslist Freak of the Week. We'll get to that after the break. Initial thoughts, John?
Tough one again.
Yep. Tough every week.
It's getting playoff time, so they got to get tougher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're getting down to the end of the season. All right, 8:35 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Known for being one of the flashiest guys around.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. On my report here, it says that there's a disabled vehicle eastbound 270. Oh, it's 70, but I'm getting a lot of people that are hitting me up on Twitter that are saying it's actually an accident there that's causing some problems. The ramp onto 70 there, an accident, again, causing a bunch of problems. Westbound 44 approaching Barry, that accident has been moved to the shoulder. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, cloudy, chance for some rain, around 80 for the high. Tonight, overcast, rain possible late, and around 70 for the low. Right now, it is 74 downtown at Union Station. Your point traffic and weather brought to you by Sprint. To learn how you can get the best price for unlimited, visit sprint.com/unlimited or call 1-800-SPRINT1 today. Sprint works for me. Compared to similar plans from national carriers, features may differ.
All right, Craigslist Freak of the Week next.
Well, you know where our beloved 8-Ball celebrated her 21st birthday? You know exactly where. Fast Eddie's Bon Air right there.
Did she really go there?
Oh, yeah. She went straight from the show here and had her entire lunch and afternoon there for her 21st birthday. She got that T-shirt. In fact, I gave over 140 shirts away last week alone for 21st birthdays. Now, it's not just the perfect place for your 21st first birthday. It's a perfect place for lunch, for a meeting, for your evening, for your weekend, bachelorette party, any sort of party, bachelor party. I mean, it is the place to go. There's pretty much no rules. The only rules are you got to be 21 and up, and there's no carryouts. Other than that, do what you want. Enjoy yourself. It is huge. He bought the street next door, put that big retractable roof over, so it doesn't matter what's going on outside. It is beautiful in and outside of Fast Eddie's Bon Air. It is legendary. Some say it even sells the most beer in the world. It certainly has the coldest beer in the world, and it has the greatest in live entertainment. Whiskey Dixon plays every Friday night. Every weekend is an absolute party and features the best in live entertainment. Guys, it's easy to get to. It's right over the bridge, that Clark Bridge. You just make a right, and it's right there on your left. So spend your weekend there. Like I said, go for lunch, go for dinner, go for a party. It's Fast Eddie's Bon Air across the Clark Bridge. Take a right, and you're right there in beautiful downtown Alton.
It's officially truck month at Jim Trineri Automotive Group with 0% financing on America's most popular trucks. Now, yesterday I talked about all the deals that they've got going on as far as trucks are concerned. However, just because you might not be in the market for a truck doesn't mean that you can't take advantage of these savings. Check this out. 33% off. That's 1/3 off of 4 of their best-selling cars. 33% off of new 2017 Cruises. The same goes for new 2017 Malibus. 33% off new 2017 Trax, and 33% off the brand new 2018 Equinoxes. Again, 1/3 off of a car. Deal makers, they're going to make this happen right now at Jim Trineri. You got to go to the showroom. You got to check out these vehicles, especially the 2018 Equinoxes. These things are incredible. And again, these savings have never been this big on this amount of vehicles, and the deal makers are giving you even more savings when you get there. They will make sure things happen. And if you need help getting approved, these guys will get it done for you with guaranteed financing available. You got to check them out. You can see all the deals that they have to offer if you go online, jimtrineri.com, or just show up to any of their 3 Missouri locations and talk to one of the deal makers in person. You can go see them in O'Fallon on Highway 40 at K, in Union on Highway 47 at V, and in Troy on Highway 61. Again, 33% off Cruises, Malibus, Trax, and the all-new 2018 Equinox at Jim Trineri Automotive Group. Find new roads.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. It's Thursday.
Yep.
You know what that means?
Yep.
It's Freak of the Week time.
Freaky time.
Yay! All right, time to get freaky. We got 3 brand new ads for you from the St. Louis area Craigslist. Yes, your friends and neighbors. Who the hell knows who these people are? They walk amongst us. We know that. Again, this could be, your mailman. Could be your friendly neighborhood grocer. Your kid's teacher. Who knows? But we scour the St. Louis area Craigslist. Looking the for sale stuff, the misconnections, of course, the personals, help wanted. We found our favorite ads. John reads them to you. And you guys vote for your favorite ad. You'll vote via Twitter at RIZZ Show, at RIZZ Show. And Moon will have the votes up there for you as soon as John gets done reading the third and final one. We need your names, folks. Send them over in the chat room. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. John, ready to go?
Oh, I am ready.
Here we go. Pay attention. Craigslist Freak of the Week. Ad number 1.
Belts and welts. Man for man. 37-year-old, Florissant, Missouri. Hey, fellas.
Hey.
I have a large collection of belts, and I want you to try and leave welts on my body. Here is the game plan. I lie naked on my bed. You rush in wearing a leather mask. I will have all the belts laid out on the floor. I have all sorts of belts. Canvas, leather, vinyl, mesh, studded, buckled, designer, and homemade. The harder the better. I want to count how many welts you can give. Don't hold back, Daddy.
Okay.
I'm a skinny little fairy, but hit me with the force of a strong man. If I don't hear the crack of the belt on my skin, you're not doing it right. I want you to treat me like a bitch. I don't want to become one. If you aren't doing a good enough job, I'll throw your ass out and I'll find someone who can. You will get no satisfaction out of this. I will call the authorities. If you do the job I am asking you to do, I will make sure all of your sexual wants and needs are met. Email me a picture of your arms, face, and penis. In that order. High-quality images only. Please put something in the penis pic that proves it's the most recent date. No stock image photos. Only serious replies. I'm waiting.
All right, that is your first freak. Belts and welts out of Florissant. So you rush in wearing a leather mask. He's got all the accoutrement.
Could you talk slower when
laid
you
out?
I don't know. I'm real confused with this guy.
And he just wants you to beat the crap out of him with the belts.
But also, though, I will call the authorities. Excuse me?
Yeah. Well,
I think he's just saying he's going to throw your ass out, and if you don't leave, he's going to call the cops. And be like,
that's
this guy beat me.
Or, I mean,
I hope that's what he meant.
maybe
I don't
not
know.
the police. Maybe a different kind of police. Maybe there's secret police
see.
that we don't know about.
Jeff, is there
Maybe
one out
there's-
there?
Don't get me into this.
Like the not
Do you
gay
have a
enough
badge?
police. I don't know.
Not gay enough police.
Also,
yes. Is this the not gay enough police? I've got a crime to report. There's a lot of heterosexuality going on right now.
And I am against it.
how about please put something in the penis pic that proves it's the most recent date, like a newspaper?
Like a hostage photo,
It's like
yeah.
a proof of life. It's like a proof of life picture.
Ah, there it is.
Yes, it is a Post-Dispatch from this week. Yes. Yes, the Blues did win in overtime.
There
yes.
it is.
Yes, they did. That is your penis. Huh? Okay.
Okay, I believe you. You can come beat me up now.
That's right. Don't forget the mask.
Picture your arms, face, and penis in that order. By the way.
Well, that's alphabetical order. That's standard issue.
All right, names for this guy.
A little AFP.
Yep.
We've got a couple. We've got Welter White. We've got Welt Chamberlain, Adrian Beltre, Beats by Gay.
I like
Carlos Beltran.
Beats by Gay.
Beats by Gay.
That's a good one.
Let's do Beats by Gay.
Oh gosh.
Beats.
Of course, that's a take on Beats by Dre.
Oh.
If those of you are wondering.
I also like Welter White, but let's go Beats by Gay. Okay. Because that's what it is.
That's going to be real interesting when we tweet that out later.
Good point.
Check out the Riz Show talking about Beats by Gay. Okay, let's click.
All right, John, ready for ad number 2?
Yep.
Here we go.
Need your help. Woman for anyone. 66-year-old Troy, Missouri. I am a elderly bitch that needs to feed her addiction. What's my addiction? Chinese food. Why is that an issue? I can't drive, and I hate Chinese people. No delivery, ever. I can't talk to them. I hate their weird haircuts. And they're rude. Don't get me started on the Japanese or Koreans. I know they're always talking about me with that ching-chong way they talk.
Oh, my God.
I really can't take much more of the Oriental.
Oh.
I would really appreciate you picking up my order of sweet and sour chicken and wonton soup 3 or 4 times a week. As payment, I'll buy your food, and I'm pretty good with my hands, if you know what I mean.
Gardening.
You can also rifle through my son's DVD collection and borrow what you want. He lives with me and is a loser. Put China Queen in the subject line so I know you're not fooling with me. Thanks.
Why don't you ask your son to get the Chinese food?
Yes.
Because he's a loser. He
She
doesn't
sounds
wanna-
like a fun gal.
Multiple people in the chat room said, this sounds like my grandma. Jeez.
I really can't take much more of the Oriental.
Which is not the
That's
preferred
a rug.
nomenclature. Yeah,
It's supposed to be a
Those
rug.
are products.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hate you,
My
but I
kinda gal,
love your
huh?
food. I love your food. I hate you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She eats the stuff, doesn't she?
3 or
You
4
know?
times a week.
If you hate the person, you ain't going to like the food either, I would think.
How about that loving son that he's a loser?
Oh, man.
You could rifle through his DVD collection.
You seeing these names, dude?
Well, 90% of them we can't say, but
No.
I wrote 3 down that are pretty good. I think there's a clear winner here.
All right,
though.
go ahead.
Well, China Queen is one that because she even said it herself. Yoko No was another good one.
Yoko No has to be it. That's the one that I was sold
That's
on.
not the one I was sold on. I was sold on Betty White Power.
Why do they got like
I
Yoko
like Yoko
No?
No.
Yoko
like
No
Yoko?
is so
It kind of rolls off the
specific.
It's so Pacific.
Specific.
Yoko.
I don't like their haircuts either.
Oh, jeez.
Gee whiz, man.
Wow.
Yoko No.
Oh, how about the
Perfect.
ching chong way they talk comment? My,
Yeah, this lady sucks.
Boy, you think she has a problem here?
maybe a little bit.
A little bit. She didn't mention the Italians. God love her.
Yeah.
What'd you call her son? And he is a loser.
He didn't even name him. Give him a
He is a
name.
loser.
He is.
She just hates
All
everybody.
right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Third and final nominee. John, ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
It's that time of the month.
Oh, no.
Man for woman, 29-year-old, South County. It's almost Halloween, and in the past, I've been known to go all out for my costumes. A few years ago, I was the Terminator and created a realistic moving mechanical arm. Last year, I got in a car accident and decided to use the real-life scars on my face to go as an injured military man. This year, no different. I'm looking for shock and awe. I am dressing up as a knife attack victim and need your blood.
Oh, boy.
And just to play a great gag on my friends, I would love it if it was your period blood.
Oh,
I can almost promise
Gotta
my
be
drunk
kidding.
buddies will think it's corn syrup and come and stick their fingers in my fake wounds and taste the blood. Imagine the shock when I tell them that it's not fake blood and that it's special lady blood. They will flip. We don't have to meet face to face. I can do a porch pickup, or I can PayPal you the cash and you can drop it off for me. Either way, I need a pretty big amount. So multiple ladies will be needed. I know this is gross, just don't judge. If you're looking for quick cash, this is perfect for you. Thanks in advance, and please, no light flows or mucousy drop-offs.
Oh, my
Must
gosh.
be heavy
Got
flow.
to be kidding.
Thanks again.
I just want to say I never want to hear this ad again.
I almost got
honestly.
sick.
This one does
I
not
mean-
read, so we don't have
When
to
I
hear
read
it
over
again.
this, I almost vomited. I'm telling you, this.
Oh, my
I may disqualify this
gosh.
one.
Yeah, I think you should.
I don't think you should even
We
maybe
don't need to
read
hear
that
this
one.
anymore.
Well, are those
It's in my head. I can't get it out.
Do those reactions suggest that this guy could go far in this competition?
I don't know.
I mean, this guy, what a wacko.
Oh. And
They're-
don't judge me. Oh, come on now.
Yeah, too late.
What a wacko.
Oh,
Is
it's
this just the best, most creative thing he can think of to make
I
it
know.
seem innocent, that this is what he wants? You know what I'm saying? Is this for obviously like sicko purposes?
I think there's more involved in this than
I think
just,
this may be actually for his Halloween costume.
yeah.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
The chat room, as they have already decided. They just said print the name on the plaque. That's the winner.
Yeah,
Whatever
this is-
name we decide, print it on the plaque.
This is a complete lie. He is looking for this for other reasons.
No, what other reasons?
I don't know, but dude, like,
Self-use.
This is a wacko.
I mean, it's just
Well,
that last
names?
line. I just can't get that out of my head.
This is a wacko, and this is the only way he can think to put it out there and not make him look sicko. He looks like a fun-loving guy.
Oh, yeah, my buddies, they're going to stick their finger in
It's
it.
just for a prank.
Did the term porch pickup originate on Craigslist?
Well, I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
porch
it's a
pickup.
Craigslist
Yeah, I want him to know where I live.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
What woman's going to give this to him?
Yeah. PayPal.
Well, I mean, yeah. Again, it's for he's offering money, which is a Craigslist no-no.
And, and
first
there's
of all.
weird women out there that will say, oh, yeah, money?
Yeah,
I can do this.
No, not women.
No.
He's gonna get flagged for this only because of the money thing.
Yes.
Names?
Kurt Blood, Maxie Brad, Ragger Vance,
Did you see
Flo Rida,
Did you see the Count one? I think we've had Flo Rida before.
Count Ragula.
No, Count Gagula.
Oh, God, stop it.
I like Maxie Brad. I
Can
think
we
that's
just
hilarious.
name it
or
Suspect
Ragger
3?
Vance?
How about-
I think Ragger Vance is funny
Ragger
too.
Vance.
I'm naming it Suspect 3. So.
Hemo
Most wanted.
Hemo Goblin is pretty good actually.
Yeah, ooh.
I think that's it.
What is it?
Instead of,
Hemoglobin.
instead of hemoglobin.
Hemo.
That's a little educated.
Goblin.
That's
That's it.
Stop it.
Hemoglobin. Nice job with that one. All right, there you go. There are your 3 ads. Time to vote, guys. All right, you got nominee number 1 is Beats by Gay.
That is the guy who has a bunch of belts, and he's going to lay on the bed and wants you to come in and just put welts on his body.
Okay. Nominee number 2 is Yoko Nono.
That is the guy, the elderly lady who really hates Chinese people, but she loves Chinese food, so she needs you to come bring it over. She's skilled with her hands, and you could root through her son's, who is a loser, his DVD collection if you bring her food.
All right, then you just heard from Hemoglobin. Nominee number 3. All right, John.
Oh, do I
Who
need
we
to even
voting
say?
for? It's Hemo Goblin for you?
I don't even want to mention the word. Who?
Moon?
Oh, yeah. Number 3, Hemogoblin.
Jeff?
You know what? You guys are awful quick to say number 3. If you look, no, totally number 3.
I was going to say, who are you going to go with?
It's number 3, Rez.
The hated lady?
The votes are already split. Like, there's a whole bunch of votes already coming in, and they're all over. They really are.
I mean, listen, guys, it's not just so cut and dry here.
Never is.
I mean, Belts and Welts.
To me, that's just a guy that gets turned on by getting beat up.
That's the calm one out of them all.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's terrible.
The lady that hates Chinese people.
No, that's just, she's got a problem.
It's just a racist person.
I'm going to go with Hemo Goblin.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say, let's not dismiss the others, okay?
Oh, believe me. They're strong
Let's not
runner-ups.
dismiss the other guys, too, okay?
You're going with number 3, but with an open mind, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I got you.
These other people aren't tame either.
That's right.
Okay? All right, vote at our Twitter page at RIZZ Show. We'll have the winner before we get out of here at 10 o'clock.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
I want to thank this guy right over here, Mr. John Patrico, for the Breakfast Freak of the Week.
Had a great time, guys.
Great job.
Yeah, no.
As always.
Yuck.
You're voting for your favorite freak at our Riz Show Twitter page at RIZZ Show. Who we shouting out this week?
You know what? I don't have anybody really to shout out to, but I'm going to shout out to all the Riz listeners out there.
Hey!
All of them. All of them.
All yous guys.
Yeah, all yous guys.
All yous guys.
Oh,
You're
you know
very nice.
what? I'm sorry I didn't mention this. You should shout out the dude. You were at a baseball game and somebody saw you and took a picture with you.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who it was.
I don't either. I forgot to
but
tell
I was
you
walking
that.
up and all of a sudden he goes, John Patrico, can I get a selfie with you?
The funny thing is he took a picture from 5 rows back, took a picture of it, texted it to his buddy and said, Patrico's dad's 5 rows in front of me. The guy said, bet you won't get a selfie with him.
Ooh.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah,
wow,
no.
look at this guy famous.
Well, he did have a shirt on that said Patrico on
Well,
the back.
you know,
of it.
He had a shirt that said Patrico's Masonry that you could have seen it from St. Peter's when he was at the Blues game.
Cardinals actually charge you for advertising.
I guess
The shirt was
I'm going to
so
start
big.
wearing the Riz shirt then.
People are so nice, aren't they, John?
Aren't they, though? You know, I loved it.
Another guy, a Team Riz listener at Riztoberfest said that he saw my dad, ran into him at Six Flags, and he walked up to him and goes, are you John Patrico? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, can I get my picture taken with you? And he goes, I'm nobody. That's what he says.
You didn't take a picture
You got
with
that
him?
all wrong. You got that all wrong. We were waiting in line to get us soda, and all of a sudden the guy turned around and said, whoa, the voice. I know you. You're John Patrico on the Riz Show, aren't you? I didn't have a shirt or nothing on.
You didn't have a shirt on?
He just recognized the voice. And that's
Yeah, the golden pipes.
That's
You
what
know?
it was.
Golden pipes.
So, hey, I get a little fame out of it, right?
Hey, you know, it's great.
You know, I don't get the paycheck, I get the fame.
That's great. I encourage it. See John, take a picture.
That's right.
All right, 9:03 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
He's fluent in loser.
And he's coming at you.
Your Point Traffic Update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. As of right now, we've got an accident eastbound 270, the ramp to 70. The ramp is completely closed. That's causing a tremendous amount of trouble right now. Also, eastbound 270 at 70, a disabled vehicle is cleared. There's an accident westbound 44 near Barry that has the right lane blocked. And also westbound 44 approaching Barry. The earlier accident there is clear, so 2 accidents in the same area. Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, cloudy, chance for some rain, around 80 for the high. Tonight, overcast and some rain possible late, around 70 for the low. Right now, it is 74 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by Walgreens. It's easy to get your flu shot at Walgreens and help make a difference. Simply get a shot and give a shot. No appointment necessary. Vaccine restrictions apply. See pharmacy for details.
All right, Jeff, what do you got for us?
What teenager is that Scott Disick hitting now? And you know that whole thing where I know the lyrics, but I don't know the name of that song?
Mm-hmm.
I got the top list of those.
We got that. We got your crappy birthdays and the porno birthday next, and your crap on celebrity. Stay there. Listen, as far as your weight loss journey goes, I don't know what your situation is. Your situation is different from somebody else's situation. My situation, Patrico's situation, Jeff's situation. Who knows? Maybe you're trying to take some weight off because you got a vacation coming up. Maybe you packed on the pounds over the summer months because of, the excess barbecues you went to. Have no self-control. Holidays are around the corner. I hate to say it. It's already October. You still have time to take some weight off before you're seeing family for Thanksgiving. Oh, boy, you packed on the pounds, huh? Well, what are they feeding you out there? That's my favorite line. Supplement superstores, go there, diet, exercise, and inquire about the Royal 21 weight loss system, the newest and most advanced and most effective weight loss supplement that you could find. So here are the 3 elements. Boost your metabolism, help you burn that fat naturally, optimize your thyroid function, self-control, crush your cravings, allow you to stay on the healthy diet program. Also, it's going to give you an all-day energy boost so you can have the energy to work out after being at the office all day. You're going to love it. You're going to see results. You're going to mention the Riz Show, and you're going to get 25% off. It's the Royal 21 Weight Loss System, available at Supplement Superstores online, supplementsuperstores.com.
I always love when I see a bunch of people actually reaching out on social media and letting me know when they go take advantage of some of the things that we talk about with some of these amazing sponsors on the Riz Show. For example, I've had a ton of people reach out and hit me up and let me know that they've tried the Prime Steak Burger from Steak and Shake, and they are falling in love with this thing. It is done right. It's a burger done correctly. And, when you take 10 years to come up with something and then you throw everything you've got into this thing, you know that they took care of it. You know that they didn't just go, hey, let's put out this bigger burger and make it with cheddar cheese and fresh vegetables in a bun and throw it out there. That's not what they did. They took their time. They found the right combination of ingredients. And the Prime Steak Burger is definitely a little bit different than any other burger that you've ever had at Steak and Shake. It's not your Frisco melt. It's not your regular steak burger. It's a different patty. It's a little bit thicker. When you go to the restaurant, they serve it with a steak knife right in the middle. You can also get it through the drive-thru. I've done both, and it's absolutely fantastic, especially when you combine it with the fries, get a shake as well, and it is the perfect combo. I like people are customizing their own Prime Steak Burgers now. They're getting it with the Frisco sauce. They're getting it double style. It's crazy what people are doing with this burger, and Steak and Shake challenges you, eat the burger, and then try and find a better burger somewhere else. You're not going to be able to, especially for this price. It's a gourmet burger at that beautiful Steak and Shake price, so make sure that you could try it. Try it for lunch. Try it for dinner. You will see what everybody is talking about the brand new Prime Steak Burger. Get it today at your local Steak and Shake.
All right, welcome back. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
It's brought to you by Lena's Pizza, St. Louis' only frozen pizza made with 100% real Provel cheese. Scott Disick is 34 years old. Scott Disick is the ex-boyfriend of Kourtney Kardashian. Scott Disick is a self-admitted sex addict, and he is also the father of 3, by the way. Remember, he went out to the Cannes Film Festival, and he cozied up with Bella Thorne, who's 19, his ex-girl, who's 19 or 20, her friend, who is a blogger, who's 24. So he likes them younger than himself. His latest conquest, also 19 years old.
That's creepy.
Sophia Richie. Pictures of them together all over the place. And Lionel Richie was asked at an American Idol audition yesterday if he was happy with this. And what do you think I'm happy? Of course not.
If you're in your 30s and your significant other needs to use a fake ID to go to a bar with you, that's creepy.
She looks like a baby.
Yeah.
Let me see.
She looks young. I mean, she has one of those faces that she's going to look young when she's 30.
Like a Selena Gomez.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean,
she looks like a young Kelly Clarkson, actually.
She's stunning.
She's 19.
But, yeah, I wouldn't date her.
Well, that's weird.
Daddy's not happy. He says, have I been in shock? I'm the dad. Come on. I'm scared to death. Are you kidding
you know what?
me?
And he's going to be up all night long.
That's well done.
All night.
That
wait,
is
wait.
well
Dad
done.
is or Scott is? Ooh.
Hey.
Waiting up all night long.
All night.
If you're a fan of NCIS, Paulie Perrette is gone after 15 years. Alongside original stars Mark Harmon. She said yesterday that it's going to be her last season. No beef, no contract stuff, none of that kind of stuff. She says she just made the decision last year to be done with it. Show's debut in 2003. She's been there ever since. And she just said it's time. And are they going to do some sort of special send-off? Who knows if it's going to be like some sort of grisly death or whatever. But if you're a fan of her or the program, she's gone after this season.
Is she one of like the scientists on there?
I've
never seen the show.
I've never seen the show myself
either. I think
either.
so.
I'd imagine probably one of the forensic people, yeah. You guys fans of the TV show Bob's Burgers? Anybody?
Yes, I like that show a lot.
Would you see it if there was a movie version?
Sure.
Hey,
I'd wait for it to come out on HBO.
Guess what, man? This movie version of Bob's Burgers coming. Yeah, it's coming from 20th Century Fox. Fox Animation's going to produce it. It is set to hit theaters July 17th of 2020. They're also gearing up for the release of its next feature, Ferdinand, which is due December 15th. Fox Animation most recently did the Ice Age Collision Course, which grossed $408 million at the box office globally. So you see why they're doing this.
Yeah, I wouldn't see a Bob's Burgers movie in theaters. I would, if it was on like TV, I wouldn't shut it off.
Yeah, see,
I like that show.
Never once seen the program. I've seen commercials for it and stuff. I just never watched it.
I think that's a show that I think you might like, Jeff.
Yeah?
It's got that dry humor. I think it's a show, but it's also like, it's dry humor, Riz. There's also dumb humor, but it's also like pretty like educated, sophisticated humor too.
Yeah.
Is it because it's animation? Is it from one of the Simpsons guys or one of the Family Guy guys or completely different people?
Own thing.
Just their own thing. Okay. Lil Wayne, here's some more about him. He may have another Lil one that he didn't know about, and he's missed about 15 important birthdays. If you believe the woman who says her son was fathered by Lil Wayne.
Well, was Wayne like 12?
Lil Wayne's older, man.
I don't know. He's closing in on 60, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you see the double take? Like, did you just say that out loud? Keoshia Watson is her name. She says in legal documents she had a sexual relationship, which, by the way, that's how this sort of thing happens.
How old
35.
Oh, okay. Well.
And how old's this kid?
15. Wow, 20. That's young to be a dad, isn't it?
Yeah, amateur hour.
She says she hit it back in June
bloomer, am I right?
That's young to be a dad for the third time.
2001, June, got her pregnant. She says their son, also named Dwayne, by the way, which is Lil Wayne's government name, apparently. Born February of 2002, she went to court 2 years ago to establish paternity and to get child support. Judge said, you know what? You're right. $5,000 a month, please, would be fantastic. He has not paid a dime. He says the reason why he hasn't paid is he's never been served any legal papers, never been notified legally that he's the dad. He plans to take a paternity test, and if he's the dad, he's going to run the other. No, he's going to be responsible, pay everything in full.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, if that happens. Until then, that's not mine.
Yeah. He has 4 kids, 3 sons and a daughter. Can you guess how many baby mamas? There's 4 kids. How many baby mamas?
16.
2.
4. Huh. What a slut.
Who said 6?
You guys familiar with Jeffrey Dean Morgan from The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
3 first names.
Okay, so he was wearing a Blue Lives Matter T-shirt.
He's the guy that what's it? Negan. Yeah.
So he put a picture of himself up on the socials wearing a Blue Lives Matter T-shirt. It's one of those shirts with the flag with one of the stripes is blue.
Yeah, so
we've seen that.
Pro police officer.
Yeah,
shirt.
exactly. And let's see, he says he backs the cause, which was set up by the U.S. police officers, obviously, but also supports Black Lives Matter. Quote, can't believe I need to explain to you this fact. All lives matters, all of them.
Well, the story is that he posted this picture and he got a lot of heat.
Right.
And then people hit him up on social media saying, I'm done with The Walking Dead. Because you wore this pro-police shirt, you're racist. And it's very sad that nowadays that if you are, in some people's eyes, not everybody's eyes, but if you support police, then you are racist.
Right.
Yeah.
In some people's eyes, that's the way they think.
Well, it sucks that you can't, or the other way around, that if you support Black Lives Matter, that you're anti-police.
It's either way, it's definitely putting a line in the sand for you.
It's a shame that you can't defend or even be a proponent for something without people assuming that you are a part of the divisive culture and nature that we have with these sides. You know, that you can be on all sides.
Well, at least this guy's like, you know what, screw you. I'm allowed to support who I want to support. I'm not a racist. I support police. And the shirt was given to him by the mother of a slain police officer.
Correct.
And he wore the shirt because 2 police officers were killed. And he wore the shirt in support of all police.
And that was a routine police stop that this lady's son was shot. It wasn't something, oh my gosh, stuff was going on. It was just a routine stop.
Mm-hmm.
So, 2-time Survivor contestant facing some battery charges after getting into an argument with her boyfriend, allegedly hitting him in the face. Kat Edorson was arrested early Saturday morning, apartment complex by the Orlando PD. Cops responded to a battery call. According to the police report, her and her boyfriend arguing in the lobby. Security guards saw her strike him in the left side of the face. Cops say the boyfriend didn't retaliate, didn't want to press charges, but because she was determined to, quote, be the primary aggressor, according to a witness, she was arrested anyway. She's facing violence, battery charges. She was on Survivor seasons 24 and 27. This gets to your data mining alerts. we're talking about with the Amazon Echo and things like that. Amazon just released a list of the song lyrics people ask Alexa the most about, as in you can't think of this title to Stairway to Heaven, but you say, hey, Alexa, and give it some of the lyrics. Like, hey, Alexa, what's the song that goes blah, blah, blah?
Studio. It's like, how do you spell that?
So I'm going to give you some of the songs that, hey, we know the lyrics, but we can't figure out. So, all right, ready? I'm going to give you the lyrics. You tell me what the song is. Ready? We all live in a yellow submarine. Go.
Yellow Submarine.
By
Beatles.
All right.
Got it.
The Battle of Yorktown.
The Battle of Yorktown.
It's a soundtrack. Hamilton. Tell me what you want, what you really
Spice Girls. Wannabe.
Sorry, you guys going to have to split the... Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Is it Champion?
Hall of Fame by The Script.
I don't know that song.
It's a good song. You'd like that song, I think.
Standing in the Hall of Fame. You'd like that song. That's exactly
if it
how
goes like that?
That's exactly.
Like it already.
Oh, cool.
I Got Sunshine in My Pocket.
The Gorillas, Clint Eastwood?
No, that's
Alanis?
No.
Can't Stop the Feeling, Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
I've got
Swish, swish, bish.
Swish, swish. Katy Perry.
There you go. I'm a rebel just for kicks.
Oh, that's Foster. Not Foster the People. Sorry, that's
Feel It Still, Portugal the Man.
That's it. Once, I was 7 years old.
Oh God, that
7 years by
it's a two first name.
Lucas
guy.
Graham.
Lucas Graham. All right, number 5 will be an audio clue.
Here we go. Ready?
Separate Ways by Journey.
Yup. You got it.
Audio clue number 4.
Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus.
I love how you just say it so fast because you want to win this.
Can I tell you who you're competing? We are doing a competition here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just naming them. I'm battling myself.
I thought we did number 3 already.
Huh? No, that's number 4, sir.
No, I know what song it is though.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Number 2. Go to number 2 then.
Because number 3 was this.
I got this feeling inside my bones.
That's probably the next lyric that's asked.
Oh yeah, it's twice. You mean?
Yeah, so the first lyric is I got sunshine in my pocket. The other one is I got this feeling inside
number
my
2.
bones.
Here we go. Number 2.
Get your motor running.
Yeah, this is
oh come on.
Bad to the Bone by Steppenwolf, but
Born to Be Wild.
Born to Be Wild. Damn it.
And number 1.
Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap.
Clap, 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 clap. Hand clap by Fits at the Tantrums.
That's it.
Clap, 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 clap.
I don't even know that.
Got it.
This is the jam.
You don't know that
I play
song?
that at weddings.
No.
That is a winner at weddings, dude.
Yeah, never
Because
heard
even
of
Grandma goes.
I've even played with those guys a couple times.
We played the crap out of that song.
Yeah.
Well, clearly I'm not paying attention.
Apparently not.
Way to go, man.
I'm busy.
On TV tonight, CBS has Thursday Night Football. Tampa Bay Bucks hosting the New England Patriots.
Riz, that right there, that
Say
game
New
is why we
England?
need to be on Beat Shazam.
Mm-hmm.
Krabby Birthdays, Jesse Eisenberg is 34. Kate Winslet is 42. Guy Pearce is 50. Mario Lemieux, 52. Riz's favorite Baldwin, Daniel Baldwin, is 57. Brian Johnson, the not anymore lead singer of AC/DC, is 70. And today's Burton birthday of the day. Some people call him the Space Cowboy, but you could call him Steve Miller, and he turns 74 today. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Isis Nile. Today's birthday girl has been on her back more than Sleeping Beauty in 205 fine films, including Milli Vanilli, in a movie called The Clockwork Orgy, also in Confessions of a Slutty Nurse, Hispanic Hooter Hoedown, The Sex Circus, in a movie called Show and Tell, and who could forget her unforgettable role in We're Putting the Old Dog to Sleep.
Everybody can forget that one because that was not a big seller.
Isis Nile, 48 years old. That's your porno birthday, Krabby birthday, and that is your crap on celebrities.
All right, we got news and sports after the break. 9:26 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
Coming at you.
Your Point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Accident westbound 44 near Barry. That's blocking the right lane. Your Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray, brought to you by Clean Slate Tattoo Removal. Using the Cutera laser for effective pain-free tattoo removal of any unwanted tattoo. Today, cloudy with a chance for some rain, sticking around 80 for the high today. Tonight, overcast. Some rain possible late and around 70 for the low. And right now, it is 75 downtown at Union Station. Your Point traffic and weather, that's being brought to you by Quick Trip. Now at Quick Trip, get any one-topping extra-large pizza for just $7.99 only when you order on the QT app. Skip the line and save. Make today delicious.
You know, it's not too early to start thinking about winterizing your car. How about a remote start, which is great, you know, when it's cold out and your car's like a block of ice. Warm up the car from the comfort of your own living room. Or maybe new floor liners, WeatherTech and Husqvarna brands, protecting the interior of your car. Or tires. Tires for all vehicles, safe for the winter roads. Or maybe a hard top for your Jeep. Yeah, get all that stuff at great prices at Pure Performance in St. Charles. I mean, one of the biggest independent retail parts and installation stores in the Midwest. When I say big, I mean it's huge. 25,000 square feet, 8-bay garage. Your car, your truck, your SUV, they will do any kind of customization you could possibly need or want on your ride. They have built some of the fastest cars and some of the meanest 4x4s in the nation. I mean, they are the ultimate off-road center, too. And they do your everyday stuff. Like the remote starts, or like the floor liners, or like the everyday tires, or window tinting, or even if you're, in the need of an oil change, or your air conditioner is busted. Think Pure Performance in St. Charles. Lowest prices guaranteed, satisfaction always guaranteed. Just north of the Cave Springs exit off of 70. Their website, pureperformance.com, purperformance.com. Maybe you're somebody with a deck envy. You want that deck that your neighbor has, or you were at a friend's house, and you want what they have. Or how about this? How about you were looking for a home, and you walked into a backyard, and you saw a deck in terrible condition, and you just moved on?
Happened to me. Happened to me when we were looking for the house in Eureka. We were looking for a house in Fenton. Perfect until my father-in-law went out back and he started shaking the deck.
Yeah, I don't want this headache.
Yep.
Putting a deck onto the house is a big project, so you want, of course, the best, and you want Chesterfield Fence and Deck because they are the best. And for 49 years, they've been doing the deck and fence thing in St. Louis. Locally owned and operated, same ownership since 1968. They have their own installation crews, trucks, and tools, and operate out of their own 25,000 square foot warehouse and showroom. So visit the showroom in Chesterfield, and they got the display of fences and decks and pergolas and sunrooms and screen rooms and patios and more. Fences, decks, again, the sunrooms, the screen rooms, the pergolas, the patios, the retaining walls, windows, Chesterfield Fence and Deck. All their products guaranteed by a 5-year labor warranty, and comprehensive material warranties are also provided, which are even transferable to another homeowner. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Hit them up online, ChesterfieldFence.com, ChesterfieldFence.com. Mention the ratio when you call. Get 20% off your next outdoor project. It's Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at ChesterfieldFence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
So we got comedian Josh Wolf in tomorrow for the Big Friday show, along with your Friday fail stories, and we'll give out the rest of our prizes. No real or fake this week. But I do have to come up with a punishment for Tuesday for the next competition, since I am the king of cans. And I served out my sexy sax punishment. The video for that is available on our blog, 1057.
The song reminds you of that?
Yeah,
That's exactly what I was thinking, too.
It's the soundtrack, isn't it? From
the saxophone playing outside of Busch Stadium a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you went from worst to first.
I did.
Yeah.
And I went from first to worst.
Dude, been there. I did the same thing. It does not feel good.
All right, home stretch, folks. Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Club Fitness, where they welcome everybody. More amenities, more locations, 23 and growing.
You guys are on Instagram more than I am. Do you see they rolled out a new feature this week that allows people to ask their followers a question via Instagram stories and receive responses? So basically, it's a poll. You're able to poll your Instagram followers. And once it's published, anyone who views the story and votes, you get to see real-time results. But participants can't see the usernames of the other voters. However, the person who created the poll can, and people are upset.
Oh, so they're saying like either be full, like just be full
transparency
or just
no disclosure.
Yeah.
So if you put up an Instagram thing, and you're like, am I fat? And I voted yes. You'd see that I voted yes.
But Moon can't see that
Moon
you voted
can't
yes.
See it. Right.
Gotcha.
So people are upset, and unfortunately, many people didn't find out that little thing until it was too late. And naturally, they then jumped on other social media platforms, like Twitter, to discuss it. Wait, you mean I can't be a social media tough guy? Anonymously? What? You mean I can't go and vote on something all ignorant like and be anonymous about it? What?
Because, like, okay, for example,
I don't even know about this poll feature.
So on Twitter, you could do a poll. That's how we do the Freak of the Week voting.
Yeah.
But it's just votes. You don't know who votes what. The user doesn't, and the other users do not.
Yeah.
Now on now on Facebook, I could post, or I used to be able to. I don't know if you still can. You could post a poll, and not only does the user, but everybody knows who votes what. So on Instagram, it's the two of them combined, where the user could see who votes, but the users cannot.
Where's this supposed poll here? I see no.
I don't know.
Maybe they got rid of it already.
Go to your home
Instagramu.
And then go up.
They look up Instagramu.
I'm there.
Click there and see. I just clicked there and I didn't see it anywhere, but that's where their new stuff.
I don't know. One person
normally
tweeted,
is.
quote, I just want to say that I didn't know Instagram polls were interactive. Last night, I accidentally clicked a couple pretty mean no's, and I'm sorry. Another wrote, today I voted on a guy's Instagram story. He asked me if I was inspired to create my dreams, and I said no. He then blocked me. So, I don't know. More social media
You
drama.
don't want to be called out on it, then don't vote on the things.
Okay, so it's a polling sticker.
Riz.
Yes.
There is a little bit of breaking news as far as a story we had in the first round of news about in Cahokia, a high school, finding what they believe to be a fetus in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It was a tampon.
Oh, boy, that's...
Well, didn't you say it was like 6 inches long or something?
It just says here what was thought to be fetal remains found in a Cahokia middle school bathroom Wednesday night was determined by authorities to be a used feminine hygiene product.
Oh, boy, that's so gross.
They had a hearse come and get this
So
thing.
a hearse took the tampon away.
Which, you know, a bunch of men were in charge of this, if that's what the deal was.
Okay. It says it was difficult to make a positive determination at the scene because it was submerged and the item was wrapped. The staff made the correct call to make sure that there were no other issues at hand and for a proper exam to be done.
Nothing to see here, guys. Cotton canoe.
No big.
Okay, I just put a poll up on my Instagram at Here Lies Moon just to give this a little test, and it's the Patrico, it's the Tony Gnome Trico, and I put, is this amazing? Yes or no? And I just want to see what it looks like when people do it.
All right, it was not a fetus in Cahokia. Okay, that's good news.
That is actually good news.
But all I'm thinking about now is them loading a tampon into a hearse. I'm not the only one. Okay? Hey, you guys think you could work from home? Like, are you disciplined enough to work from home?
I wouldn't want to do it. My wife proved that she couldn't do it.
I can do it as a musician. I mean, essentially, you're working from home. You know, like if you want to get songs written and tracked or whatever, whatever capacity you can do it in. I've done that. I've done that for quite some time.
It takes discipline.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a guy who did it. He may still do it for 15 plus years now. And he said he eventually he had to get up and start getting dressed as if he was going to an office because he was hanging out in his underwear all day. He literally had to put pants on to go get the mail.
My dad worked from home for many, many years. Working from home is good for employees and their bosses. With new research finding that people who work from home are happier with their jobs and may even work harder to prove they're not slacking off. But the researchers found some negatives too, including that people working from home tend to put in longer hours and may struggle with separating work and their home life.
Yeah, that was the difficulty for me. And a lot of times your family has a real difficulty with that. Like my wife at the time would be like, I need you to do this. I was like, no, I'm busy. Like I'm working. I got to get this done. I can't just break right now, especially in a creative job. You don't get to always pick when you're creative.
When you're at an office, you could just leave work, basically punching out.
Right. Yeah.
You can't punch out when your office is at home.
Yeah, it's difficult.
So the new analysis found that 39% of home workers said they often work more than the formal hours of their job compared to 24% of office workers. Home workers report higher levels of job satisfaction and are more likely to say their jobs are pleasurable and stimulating than office workers. But 44% of home workers reported having trouble, quote-unquote, switching off and unwinding at the end of the day in one survey, compared to 36% of office workers. However, the researchers note that despite this evidence, some companies have still reported having bad experiences with people working from home, including Yahoo, which banned it in 2013 because, quote, speed and quality are often sacrificed.
Yeah. I could see that. And it's probably the people that you would imagine. Like, there's probably people in this office, in this building, that you know would not be responsible enough to work on their own at home. And then there's others that could do it.
I wouldn't want to do it ever.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it depends on the job,
Oh, my God.
I think.
If we could build a studio in my house and we could all just meet up at my house every day, that'd be great.
I would love to do that. I would love, like, working at your house, I would love to do that.
It's going to have to be a big room to be big. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. We can do it in a closet.
Yeah.
It'll be the same
You got
size.
an extra bathroom? We can just convert
Yeah, I
it.
do.
Double the size of this place.
I'm just letting you know that if we ever build a studio in your house, there are going to be days where I show up in my underwear.
Oh, I'll be there every day. And I thought that was expected.
We still require proper
You just
proper attire.
screwed that up, Tone. Way to go.
I'll wear a
Don't
shoe.
tell 'em, just
I'll wear
do it.
shoes and shirt. No pants.
Pantalones out.
And finally, in your news, I think this guy may have a little problem with alcohol. So everyone in the world is on such high alert right now that everything is going to get the police to your door. So you got a 29-year-old guy in Zurich, Switzerland. He recently decided to hang a Jack Daniels flag outside his house. Yes, apparently he loves Jack Daniels that much that he's going to fly the Jack Daniels flag outside his house. And you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a black with the white
White
writing.
lettering.
Yes, their label, basically, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
But he got a threatening letter from his neighbors because they saw the black flag with the white lettering, and they confused it with the ISIS flag.
Oh, boy.
Also a black flag with white lettering.
A little different, though, guys.
And they said, you better take this down or they're going to be watching them. And he called the cops, but they said there's really nothing they could do about the threats. And the guy says you keep flying the flag because taking it down, quote, would prove them right. Okay.
You got to remember those. I mean, Switzerland's pretty vigilantly. I'm sorry, they're pretty adamantly neutral, and they want to remain that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then with their little knives with have the nail file on them and little scissors.
Right.
That's so cute, huh? The bottle opener.
Yeah. How come the army doesn't need these?
The toothpick.
I will just ship them to America.
That's news brought
we're
to you
not
by
using them.
Brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
Don't screw this up, fatty.
Sports brought to you by Gateway Motorsports Park. It took a little bit of extra hockey, but Blues are on pace to win 82 this year. Braden Shen got the scoring started for the Blues. They went down 1-0 in the first, but then they battled back. At one point, they were up 4-2. However, after 2 power play goals in just over a minute, it was 4-4 heading into overtime, and then this happened.
Kessel comes to the bench and is replaced by Gensel. Back in comes Petrangelo. Toe drag and a shot. Score! Off of Matt Murray and into the net in the Blues.
No.
We're not doing celebratory gunfire this year?
No, that was voted down, unfortunately.
You know, I thought was really cool, Tone, and we talked about this yesterday, just the two of us, about what they're going to do for Ryan Reeves if he plays in the Scott trade this year.
Mm-hmm.
Last night at Hot Shots in Edwardsville, first of all, thanks for everybody coming out. It was fantastic. It
was incredible.
When they did the player introductions and they showed Ryan Reeves on the TV, people cheered big time when they saw him.
Beloved
That was
player.
really,
He was one of
really
those
cool.
players that was beloved.
But what we're thinking is the video montage when he comes
It's
to
gonna be
Scott
14
trade.
minutes.
Oh, it's going to get dusty.
It's going to be 14 minutes long. It will be. And you know what? People won't complain.
No, not at all.
It's incredible.
You think he's going to get dusty? The montage is going to be him beating everybody up.
Oh, it'll for sure be dusty.
Oh, yeah, when they show him.
Dude, he was the longest tenured Blue.
Whoa.
Yeah. It'll for sure get dusty. I don't even know if Pittsburgh plays at Scott Trade this year. I'm not sure. The Blues do play their first home game on Saturday against the Stars. Puck drops at 7. The festivities start on the ice at 6:45. Arizona Diamondbacks won the National League wildcard game with an 11-8 win over the Rockies last night at home in Phoenix. It's weird to see former Cardinal players like succeeding the play. Like Daniel Descalzo hit a huge 2-run homer
He's
yesterday.
going to be that guy that he just tags onto a team and they make it into the playoffs every damn year.
Are you guys playing softball tonight?
No, that was last night. We both missed, though. Unfortunately.
Both missed it? Oh,
Yeah.
the team needed you guys.
They actually won a game for the first time this year.
And
without
you guys
us.
weren't there.
Yeah.
Like
They
Riz
won
was
one,
saying, they
lost
don't
one.
need you.
I wonder why. Wonder why they won.
Thanks for the moral support, friend. NFL Week 5 kicks off tonight, this Thursday. Thursday Night Football game. It will be on CBS. New England Patriots are in Tampa to take on the Bucks. Kickoff scheduled for 7:25. Don't forget to make your picks at 1057thepoint.com/picks.
We all got
the Patriots.
The Patriots. And remember what happens. Whoever comes in last place.
Patriots, yes.
Goes in the dunk tank at the Riz Show Eat and Treat event.
This is truth.
Except for Patrico. Are we going to dump water on you? I think that's the way to go.
I think what we should do is
muriatic acid.
We should let's wait until Monday or Tuesday when we find the loser, and then we've got 4 days to figure out what we're going to do.
All right.
Because we may be just wasting our breath if I don't lose. So let's wait until then, and then we'll go. Finally here, the WNBA Finals wrapped up last night. The Minnesota Lynx won, beating the Los Angeles Sparks 85.
The Lynx.
Oh, what did I say? Lynx?
Yeah.
The Lynx. Sorry, I'm not up to date on my WNBA teams.
Liar.
They beat the Sparks 85-76 in Game 5 for 3 games to 2 victory. I'm Patrico, that's your sports, and boom goes the dynamite. Brought to you by the law offices of Susan L. Ward. Call 783-9400 or stlfamilylaw.com for all your family law needs.
All right, let's go to Raytown, Missouri, which is just outside of Kansas City. And I'll start by saying that older people always act like raising kids shouldn't be so hard. But being a grandparent is a lot easier than being a parent, huh? Switch places for a couple days and see how well they handle parenting in 2017, little brats. Hopefully better than this guy. 67-year-old Jose Ortega hanging out with his 12-year-old grandson on Tuesday morning. They'd gotten some donuts for breakfast. Jose wanted one. But when he asked the grandson to get him a donut, the kid said no. Apparently he was just being a brat. So Jose lost it. Grabbed a knife, ended up stabbing the kid in the arm. Grandson ran to a neighbor's house. They called the cops. Luckily, the kid's going to be all right. Jose told police that he's sorry for what he did, but that his grandson was being very disrespectful, and he just snapped. Facing charges for first-degree domestic assault and armed criminal action. So there you go from Raytown, Missouri, Jose Ortega. You are today's Headline Hoosh. Yes, Jeff.
February 11th, Pittsburgh in town. It's a Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock game.
Well, expect a montage then.
Mm-hmm.
We need a montage.
Even Rocky had a montage.
Oh, a montage is happening.
What movie is that from?
That's Team America, World Police. Have you seen that?
I know of it. I don't believe I've seen it.
That's something you probably won't
Is that
like.
the thing with the...
You don't think so?
Oh, he would hate that movie?
Is that the marionettes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He would hate that movie
You know I hate
so
marionettes.
much.
Why?
I mean, honestly, I think he would hate that movie more than he hated Sausage Party.
Why are you so certain? Oh, because
dude.
it's just gnarly?
I just think because it's dumb humor and he would hate it.
Because he hates marionettes. He said that multiple
Thank you.
times.
Thank you for paying
and he doesn't
attention,
like
Riz.
laughing. There's
Damn it, I
a
hate
lot of
that.
nudity.
He doesn't
There's a lot of nudity.
He
in
doesn't
that.
like good movies.
There's a lot of nudity.
There is a lot of nudity,
Hell of
yeah.
a sex scene, dude.
Of the marionettes, I'm assuming.
All right,
Yeah, it's hilarious.
9:49.
Do you see marionette boob?
Yeah, you do.
You see
Peen?
it all.
Oh,
You
you
could see
see
Peen?
way more.
One final look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I want to swim in the pool, but only with my shirt on.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Westbound 44 near Barrie, an accident blocks the right lane. Point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray today. Cloudy, chance for some rain sticking around 80 for the high. Tonight, overcast and some rain possible late, around 70 for the low. Right now, it is 76 downtown at Union Station. Traffic and weather sponsored by the Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory Saturday and Sunday brunch. Enjoy made fresh from scratch items like lemon ricotta pancakes. The Cheesecake Factory weekend brunch from 10 to 2. Fresh starts here.
All right, we'll take our final break of the morning, come back, crown the official Craigslist Freak of the Week, and wrap it up.
I've been talking about the hip issue that I've had, and I have a nip issue too. But the hip problem, and I got the half marathon coming up on the 15th. So I've been going to the Cairo for that. But the other thing that I'm doing for the half marathon is, of course, hanging out with Victory Men's Health. VictoryMen'sHealth.com. The Friday before the 15th, so that's the 13th, I guess, I'm going to be getting another one of those Myers cocktails, and those things are the jam. I had a vitamin D deficiency, and it was a little low on the testosterone as well. And they didn't look at me and say, hey, it looks like you are vitamin D deficient. It looks like your T is a little bit low. And I didn't tell them that either. I said, I think maybe, I'm not sure. What they did was they took some blood. And then they analyzed it, and like 24 hours later, I got a phone call. I went back over there. They had like 6-7 page printout of everything about my blood, and it was fantastic. Everything that I have, everything that I need, everything that I don't need. It's fantastic when there's a doctor on staff. There's a urologist. His name is Dr. Hatchett. He is awesome, world-renowned. Thousands of patients he's helped. He's helped hundreds of doctors as well. Just overall, an expert in ED, overall men's health as well. VictoryMen'sHealth.com. They're just about 10 minutes across the river in Illinois there. Get yourself over there. Get a blood test done, and they will let you know what you need and what you don't need. And the staff there is ridiculous. They love you guys for coming over and mentioning the Riz Show. They're all awesome. VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
Patricia's is where fun and fantasy meet. Their website, Patricia's with an S, stores with an S.com. Listen, don't be intimidated. Don't be embarrassed to go into a Patricia's location. Trust me, all the employees there have heard it all. I mean, they're not going to be embarrassed. They're not going to embarrass you. They're not going to judge you. Listen, whatever you're into, you're into. And Patricia's, they understand that. And Patricia's is where you go for your supplies, whether it be the sexy lingerie, whether it be a sexy costume, maybe for Halloween, maybe an adult movie, maybe lotions, maybe lubes, maybe something that vibrates, maybe something that doesn't vibrate. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. Spice up your love life. Have some fun. Go with your partner over to Patricia's. Let's say you're in charge of planning the bachelorette party. Patricia's is where you go for the supplies. Your naughty dice, your corsets, all that stuff. Maybe edible body paint. Maybe you're into the 50 Shades of Grey stuff. I don't know. They got you, though, at Patricia's. Three locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit, on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. That website, again, Patricia's with an S, stores with an S.com, where fun and fantasy meet. All right. That is it for us. Gentlemen, if you would, I don't care who does it. Too early.
This one takes a while, though.
It's calculating.
Yeah.
Please shut down the Freak of the Week votes.
Oh, okay.
All right, here's how it shook out. Thank you for your votes. In third place with 11% of your votes, nominee number 1, Beats by Gay.
That is the guy who has a bunch of belts, who's going to get naked, lay on his bed. He wants you to come in and leave welts on his body.
I have that one.
What?
I just needed a copy of that. It's for a friend.
In second place, your runner-up with 15% of your votes, nominee number 2, Yoko Nono.
Yoko Nono is the elderly lady who loves Chinese food but hates Chinese people. You just deliver her food, and you can not only take advantage of the fact that she's very skilled with her hands, but also you could take one of the DVDs from her loser son's collection.
Oh, yeah.
And here you go, your official Craigslist Freak of the Week with
taking the headphones off.
74% of your votes. It was a runaway. Nominee number 3, Hemo Goblin.
It's that time of the month. Man for woman, 29-year-old, South County. It's almost Halloween, and in the past, I've been known to go all out for my costumes. A few years ago, I was the Terminator and created a realistic moving mechanical arm. Last year, I got in a car accident and decided to use the real-life scars on my face to go as an injured military man. This year, no different. I'm looking for shock and awe. I am dressing up as a knife attack victim and need your blood. And just to play a great gag on my friends, I would love it if it was your period blood. I can almost promise my drunk buddies will think it's corn syrup and come and stick their fingers in my fake wounds and taste the blood. Imagine the shock when I tell them that it's not fake blood and that it's special lady blood. They will flip. We don't have to meet face to face. I can do a porch pickup, or I can PayPal you the cash and you can drop it off for me. Either way, I need a pretty big amount, so multiple ladies will be needed. I know this is gross, just don't judge. If you're looking for quick cash, this is perfect for you. Thanks in advance, and please, no light flows or mucousy drop-offs. Must be heavy flows. Thanks again.
You're welcome. There you go, your official Craigslist Freak of the Week. Hemo Goblin. Moving on to the next round. All right, thank you, 10, for the blog and podcast, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. Moon, what do we got?
Freak of the Week, we got a Missouri headline Hooge. We also have a whole lot of news, crap on celebrities, a great list today with, what was that?
It was a
Donuts.
list.
Bunch of Halloween stats, a bunch of donut arguments.
Donuts.
That's right. Also, up on the blog, right there, front page, we have all sorts of different items that are going to be at the Riz Show merch tent there at Eat and Treat. There's details about how to be a part of Eat and Treat. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every bit of information that we have to give you is on the blog, and most of which is on our socials. The socials are at Riz Show, the podcast and blog, 1057thepoint.com/ come on,
Riz.
man.
All right. Tomorrow, comedian Josh Wolf is here.
Yeah.
Friday Fail Stories tomorrow. Events to tell you about. Tomorrow, Patrico is at the McDonald's in South County from 4 to 6. Also, Sunday, Patrico is at DB's in Soulard for football beginning at 11 a.m. Don't forget to make your football picks, 1057thepoint.com/picks. Eat and treat, 1057thepoint.com/eat and treat. All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Team Riz member of the day. Shouting out Emily Petrunik one more time from Godfrey, Illinois. She likes this band a lot, and she wants to hear this song from that band.
All right.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Patrico in for Donnie next. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon.